せっかくビクロイしたのに、ウェッジ。はい、
マジですか。僕さっき、
はい、ソロやってました？
ソロで2位で落下で死にました。
マジかー。クリップ取れました？
取れてもう録画もしてない。もう今日調子悪い。ソロで。
昨日でも面白かったですね、やっぱりワールドカップ見たら。
面白かったっすね。
どうするんですか、佐々木さん。仕事っすよね。
仕事っすよ。普通に見ますよ。
見るんですか？
うん。
僕と今日トゥナイトしてくるんですか？
トゥナイト、ワイさん見るんですか？
見ますよ、そんなん。僕誰やと思ってるんですか？
さすが嫁帰らした男は違いますね。
ワールドカップのために帰らせちゃいますからね。お、倉丸さん、すいません、さっきは。いや、ボブル君、今、直しました。すいません、ちょっと音声入ってなかったです。
けど、ゲームの音声も入ってなかったってもったいないですね。
まあ、一応、録画はできてたんですけどね。
アフレコしたらいいじゃないですか。
アフレコしますわ。あれ入れますわ。ワールドカップの実況入れますわ。
いいっすね。
こ
いや、効果音も入れないから。
ここでボルボ君がダウンみたいな外人っぽい声探してこう。
I feel like young calculator or clicks is gonna win.
昨日は寝落ちしました。お、ヒアロさんすいません、さっきは。
Tifu's gonna win. Tifu's gonna win.
It's gonna be between clicks and Tifu.
僕も寝落ちしてました、昨日。
最後まで見れてなかったんですか
？5試合目の休憩の時で死んだ。
Tifu's gonna win.
最後、アクアがもう一回勝った試合見てないですよね。
そこは見た。そこで起きた。
そこで起きたんですよ。ボルボ君、倉村さん、ヒアロさん、こんばんはです。今日は解説者がいますね、佐々木さん。
そんなに分からんけど。
2試合目で多分倉丸さん寝落ちしたやろな、僕。
僕クリエイティブやってるんで。
わ、ずるい。僕の配信を見ながらあれですか、クリエイティブするというこの2画面戦法でしょ。
いや、3画面ですよ。ワールドカップも見てますもん。
あ、そうか。なるほど、なるほど。
左下に出るんすよ。
It's a viewing experience with real-time stats at different points of view in game. Head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotating options covering a selection of diverse players. You see there on your screen exactly who will be brought on up. If you want, feed 3 features Tifu, a player spotlight. If you're repping the Oceanic region and you want to see the Twins play, you want to see Twins play, there you go. You've got your dedicated feed as well. An awesome thing to see for the future of competitive Fortnite.
It's absolutely amazing. But Jack, everybody here wants to see the first game, and I've got good news. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition is about to begin. If you are here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, I need you to get as loud as you possibly can. 100 of the best players in the entire world are about to face off for $15 million. Jack, guess what? 100 players, the battle bus is loaded. 6, 5, 4, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Game 1 of 6 officially underway, and on your screen, all 100 players. Arguably the biggest day of their entire lives. The average age of competitors, just 16 years old. If you're a younger fan here in the audience, you dream of one day being here. If you're the same age, you look to your peers as people to look up to and aspire to be as good as one day. If you're a parent, I'm sure you can imagine what's going through these kids' minds. Here we go, folks. Tifu on your screen. Block has been his place forever, Dr. Lupo, and he is not shying away here in game number 1.
I had a
先ほどありがとうござい
chance
ました。
earlier
ありが
during
とうございます
warm-ups just talk to Tifu
ゆうやくん来てくれました
about this
こ
landing
ん
zone.
ばんは。
The
こん
opinion
な
was
時間に。
basically, I don't care who else lands here. I'm going to take it. I'm going to clear out
Kogo-san,
every other opponent there
こんばんは。
and roll on
こ
through.
んばん
He's got a chance to go
は
up the hill, potentially
やっぱみんなワールドカップの部屋起きてますね。
今日はマフィンですからね。
right here in the middle. And look at the inventory already. Blue pump shotgun.
マフィン1試合目倒れるんでしょ。
Tactical AR.
ほんまなんすかねあれ
ガチガチガチ。1試合目は降りるって言ってましたよ。
そのボクサーの試合前の会見じゃなくてほんまに降り
じゃ
るんですね
なくてじゃなくてもう絶対降りるって言ってまし
すごいそんな強気な感じ好きやな
何これここどここれブロックか。
もう試合始まってんですよね
Right there as well.
始まってますよ。え、ワナビさん見てないですか？
見てます見てます
So it's going to be Tifu versus Clipnode for control of the block.
みんな応援して
Clipnode
ここさん
decides to say, whoa,
Rotate
whoa,
away.
I've got a lot of respect for that gameplay. He knows block as well. Clipnode always landing here too. Will go ahead and fall away. And folks, I think as a sign of respect for Tifu as a
アーカイブ
player,
残してる
they
んで
have
寝落ちしてし
forfeited
ま
the
った
rest
人
of
は
block
見
to
返して
this
ください
man.
僕は6時まで
He's
起きて
already
ま
at
す
190 total HP and a fantastic inventory. Rotating here towards Fatal Fields. Class on your screen. Bucky there as well.
なん
Class.
か今日画質悪い
A
な。
little bit of a mixed inventory, but this is what we talked about yesterday. If you play Fortnite, you know
画質
that
悪いです
in
よ
the Fatal
なんか画質
Fields
悪いですよ
war
ね。
maze,
なんで？
there is loot. Well, guess what?
Just floor spawns all over.
Typically, you and I, I'm sure, Ben, break all the corn down.
100%.
We farm it on up. These players know the exact route of where the loot is while it's hidden in the corn because they've studied this area of the map so much. It's the little things that make the biggest differences. Class right now looting, and no one has any clue where he is.
Bucky in the long barn, grabbing. There's 2 chests spawn here, plus any of the floor loot possible along the way on little side stalls. So quite a bit of wood to farm up. He's got a couple little forests. He's got the fork knife quarry there, plus the ship
なんか見え疲れるなこの画質。
He's got an opportunity to travel basically uncontested early game unless somebody maybe gets a couple shots from a distance. Meanwhile, over here at Mega Mall, Pika and Keenstar hanging out inside the shops. Quite a few chests. A lot of verticality inside tends to lead to audio-based fights and try and figure out whether your opponent is above or below and how much these players play. If they're keen on those audio cues, they'll know almost immediately.
Rotating now down to Lucky Landing. Boog on the screen. Snazy there as well. First stink bomb coming on through. Doesn't actually wind up connecting with too much. 16 builds in total. Now remember, we do play with siphon settings on. So if you get an elimination, you earn 50 HP. So if you're at 74 total health, you'll gain 26 HP to go to max and 24 shield. Also, when you get the elimination, even if the opponent has 0 materials, they'll still drop a each material type. There's a lot of, especially early game reward, Dr. Lupo, in securing some of these eliminations.
Now Snazy right now with the top down on his opponent, it looked like he's trying to use the stinks and that proximity grenade launcher just to try and find even one hit. Which at this point was such a
初めのライブ見てないんですか、アミさん、もったいない。
still has the
びっくりした勢いでボルボ君とリア君ともう一回行こうって言って初動詞して終わってました場所のライブ
Find a beat at this point he knows based on the audio. Bugga is rotating back and
みんなゆっ
forth
くり
with
知って
a
くだ
rip
さい
tunnel underneath.
寝落ち配信のここですよ
Quite yet, minus a little bit of HP with Stink earlier.
今
Snazy
日僕
still has the
サムネが
high
ちょうど
ground
僕
here.
と佐々木さん
Not
解
a
説
ton
者
of
みたいな
materials, 18 builds.
これ、ワールドカップの時やってる。使い回しをとこでしました、これ。
Oh wait, actually,
not even
no,
an
I was gonna say.
upgrade. Never mind, he already has
コンバットと高いです。コンバット。
昨日のワールドカップもそうですけどみんなコンバットやったんですね新しい
そりゃそうでしょう。
やっぱ
距離出るからですね
だってコンバットの方が強くないですか、普通に。
それは思います。
強いですか、あのタクション。
いや強くないです。
Bugga misses just behind as Snazy sneaks away.
こいつ敵に拾われんようにショットガン拾っていったんですよ。
ああ、そうか。
Cherry blossom tree get knocked down, and a lot of times in competitive games,
金コンバットと紫コンバット2本持ち上がる。お、ベンジ。
remove them from the map because the animation of the tree breaking gives away your position. So if you want to make sure you stay a little bit more hidden in your games at home, only break trees down to 50 total health left and leave them. You'll get a ton of materials, but you'll also still remain as hidden as possible. Benji Fishy
a player with very high expectations for not only himself, but from the community here this weekend. Did play yesterday, I believe, placed 14th with his duo, Mr. Savage. The first stink bomb comes on through, and with that damage, it looks like Benji Fishy wants a fight, but unfortunately does take 50 immediately from the back, and will go ahead and just give up his position for the moment.
ふざけんなよみたいな顔してます。
Can't blame him. Shots as he attempted to push a little bit on Nate right there. Pleasant Park still inside the safe zone, so moving away from this doesn't have to happen just yet. We'll see. Nate takes an opportunity, rotates all the way across the treehouse building, the southwest corner. Meanwhile, southwest of the entire map, Crew not alone down here. A little bit of a build fight back and forth, and they are not inside the zone. 91 players remain right now. Only 9 have gone down.
マウフィンキルログ出たんすか？出てないっすよね。
Very high in the player count. Crew maybe waiting to see if that edit comes through.
めっちゃ見てるやねか。
Storm waiting inside. We see this all the time. Just holding the edit inside the pyramid. Yep. He doesn't want to step out, potentially get shot. Rotate back down underneath and maybe check his other sides. Meanwhile, King led Wiki in a 1v1. King on the defensive. At this point, he might have the high ground. Oh my gosh! Sneaks the shotgun shot. Right before the ramp can go down.
あの編集めっちゃ難しいっすよね。
Okay.
And you
すごいこの子、煽る余裕ある。
yesterday when we had a little bit of
エンターテイナー的素質を持ってんなこの子。
in the game, it was Skeptic who winds up going
昨日
down.
誰か誰かを煽ってたな。あ、ファックス死んだ。
Like some of this little spiciness to kick off game
誰です
number
か？
one.
アマゾンですって。
He wins that.
ファックスフォックス
Wall retake and headed on through over to Neo Tilted, Creo, Hornet, and Clip.
明日もあるんですか？
Within a couple buildings of each other, and you see on your screen
え
in the back.
なんでないでしょ明日は。
今日これで終わりですか今日？
そうっすよ。今日ソロで終わりですよ。
あ、今日ソロですかこれ？
え、ワイさんどういう昨日デュオやったじゃないですか。
あ、なるほど。
Full send into the air. Does catch the shots there. The burst
machine gun
SMG proving useful even mid-air.
すげえね。
First SMG, probably not the exact item that players want, but still making.
すごいこの藁のニヤミ合い。
You're used to this in Nebraska, as right now we've got
home for me, Jack.
Yeah, this is. I mean, you've got a ton of skill in this one.
フィータロンこの畑消したらいいのにうざいこれ。ああやべ。うんやられるな。
What happened right there, Dr. Lupo? Quick little breakdown. The campfire was placed. He lost control of his wall, but because he had no pyramid inside his box, the opponent placed a ramp and then edited past the ramp for extra cover. It's one of the fastest but most effective ways to take out an opponent when they're inside their 1x1. Left Eye did just get an elimination. Does use that shockwave to get away from E-Rouse, but solid start as well, and I believe I did just see a fan favorite in Vivid in the elimination feed picking up his first elip.
Storm starting to move. We have 56 seconds. My apologies before the next circle closes, and it is a big crunch to the center of the map. You might not be able to see in the bottom right there, but folks, it is just northeast centered from Neo Tilted. Everyone is going to get pushed together into the city. Let's see here. Dubs. Play, trying to push from the outside of Flintlock from his opponent to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let them go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find the beat on either. Goes down out here at the old Greasy Grove Ice Lake.
And you see Evil Mare still just in total about 80 HP. Got the 50 back for the elimination, so when you calculate it, really only had about 30 health left. So Dubs so close, but not able to connect with that final combat shotgun shot. And Dr. Lupo, look at this inventory for
すごいっすよね。昨日のベルタカメラも1000万でしょ。
3 chug splashes, a launch pad. Weapons a little bit awkward, to be honest. Just a scope assault rifle and a epic tactical shotgun. But Storm's going to play, and Dr. Lupo, we haven't really touched on that yet today. Inform the viewers in to exactly what this is.
Storm serves as a mechanic to prevent players from potentially sitting and not engaging in fights. If there are a certain number of players at this point, when there's over 70, when the circle closes, people are going to start to take 25 damage every tick. That's every 5 seconds. Unless they are over the threshold of damage done in the lobby. it's a way to encourage players to get engaged in fights without having to force anybody. You can't just sit still the entire time. You've got to get engaged, get involved with what's
面
going
白い
on.
ですね。
And it ends when we go below that threshold. As we bring up this first threshold, you have to drop below 70 players. So,
おるんかな、ま
remain
だ。
in play right now
そもそ
until
も。
69 players is reached. You see Booga with an elimination, Blaster with one as well. Players above the damage threshold sitting pretty right now, but players who are below it, they're frantically searching for some damage they can do to try to get themselves in a safe spot.
Aqua on your screen, one of the World Cup duo champions from yesterday. Just outside of SD Divot, shots inside here, colorful.
昨日アクアも2回びっくりですからやばいっすよ。
Quite get caught just yet. Those splashes, by the way, one of the best healing items in the game right
ハイ
now.
ブラが勝ってましたね。
Competitive Fortnite.
うん。
An
もう
instant
取り返しようがない
throw
ですもんね、このレベルだったら
HP
結
or
構。
transfer across both.
ちょっとショックウェーブでブラックナイト降りた時はちょっと冷や汗が出ましたけど
Oh, he did. Kurtz applying pressure from the side. Not a lot of ammunition right now in the inventory. Only 70 medium rounds for that heavy AR.
ティフュー死んだ。
Favorite for spray weapon.
ほんまや。
Great at tap
ティフューやら
fire
れた。
at a distance though.
Look at how dead center this.
あ、マフィー死んだ。
あ、マフィー死んだ。サビッチにやられた。
Did just get an elimination down on him often. Mr. Savage still alive in this one, looking to bounce back from yesterday. I know Mr. Savage wasn't too happy with the final performance. Kurtz still, we saw the player piece on him from this Brazil, trying to rep for his family. Class elimination there as well onto Twins. And Storm Surge is now active for the players still above. So people will begin taking damage, and that's a solid chunk with that common tactical shotgun. But another player begins to throw their name in the hat. Now, Kurtz, no more shield left. We'll back up for the moment.
マフィンともう一人誰
At
出
this
てる
point with the circle where it is, we've got 60
ルリが
seconds
出て
before
ます。
things start to
高村。
close, and I would say maybe a third of the field is
岩渕さん、ワールドカップ全然知らないですか？
知らないです。
You have to
マジ
realize
か。
if you're watching at home, you're here at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Competitive Fortnite is very much about late game strategy. 74 players
あ
right
んなに
now.
ワールドカッ
It
プ
does
頑張
not
ってたのに、
surprise
岩渕
us
さん。
in the slightest, to be honest, especially with how much money is on the line. Harrians goes down. Start picking up that one, but not enough damage dealt. You see the Storm Surge. 2 more players need to get eliminated.
I think he just got up now as players began to drop. So Wakey went down to the Storm. Skype with an elimination onto Astonish. We are 1 player
ちょいちょい
away
画質変わるんだ
from the
ね。
end of Storm Surge, and there it is as we just hit the threshold. So now no more panic has to come through for these players for the moment. The next one will come into play in a couple more zones as Keenstar right now, the double qualified player from France, currently set on up against Envy's Bucky as they are within a couple boxes of each other.
Just to see exactly where things move through here. Just want to hold these edits and look out. No reason to apply too much pressure just yet. He's kind of waiting to see other players that may be around him rotating away, and that's exactly the play. Bucky, by the way, a player that we've seen in competitive qualifiers. He actually spent some time talking to Hogman a lot to refine his gameplay and his drop, and we've seen a big improvement since then. Quick shout out to Hogman for helping Bucky out with that one.
この子先
All the
踊
way
って
here
た
to
子
the
でした
World
っけ
Cup solo finals.
ちゃうんじゃないですか？こ
Will
れで
he
したっ
use
け？
one of
こ
the
っちでしたっ
campfires
け？
in the inventory for 25
あ、
extra
そうかも。
health?
It depends on
As of yet.
it depends on the play. If he's looking towards late game, he's going to try and hold on to those for a heal off potentially when that final zone starts to close. We'll have to see.
ワナビーさん、フォートナイトクイップス見てるんじゃないですか？
A victory royale. The win is worth 10 placement
あいつの
points.
喋りだけ見
Those
て
are
ます。
big. Top 5 is 7 points. Top
あい
15
つ
is
あいつの
5.
喋りとか見ますかわすとかじゃないですか、それ。
Single elimination for these players is an additional
あんな
point.
長いの見ないですね。
Here we go. The focus of the current map right now. A lot of players out here on the hill.
さっさと翻訳
East
しろっ
side
て
of
感じ
Neo
ですね。
Tilted, actually a pretty
プ
good
レイは
spot.
見
You
ますけど、
have multiple
誰が
slips nearby.
誰のプレイか
While
とか見
those
てな
are
いです
still on, you have to remember those do turn off.
あ
Skype picking shots. I believe that's
TK
on
とかね、忍者
DRG
とかだと
just
分かりやすい。
south. More pressure applied there. He's trying to sneak any shot he can through.
うまいな
Actually,
ぁ、
it's
その入れる
challenged.
時。
Surprises me. He
や
doesn't go
ば
for the build there to protect and get a better spot.
Wow, that's solid
Inside the
damage,
box,
though.
Just go for it.
Solid damage, and look what's also on the ground right there. The legendary infantry rifle. Still can swap to that when needed. Right now, choosing to go with the spray weapons. This is a player that's close. We have a replay coming on in soon of Mega from FaZe, who basically, yesterday in the duos competition with Dubs. Dubs already dropped his cable. See how Mega plays this.
もたれかかってゲームできるのすごいな。
この子うまいと思うんですけど、僕昨日もそうですけ
Mera
ど。
comes through and near max
めちゃめちゃう
materials.
まいと。
Slurp
垂れかかっ
juice
て
as well
マウ
as
ス
chunk
すごいですよ
splashes
ね。
will be sitting pretty with the inventory
ゲー
right
ミング
there.
チェアに
The
あぐら
next
かい
zone
て
did
前
just
のめり
pop
でや
on
ってるん
up,
ですけど。
moving to
前のめり派ですね、
eastern
僕も。
side of the current zone. And what we're seeing right now from Sky.
なんなら横飛びするときとか顔から体から動き。
あ、わかります。僕もちょっと横にピッて動きます。
Grab the excess materials and continue to tunnel with these mats. He's also juggling items over as well to still have the ability to use these whenever he would like to wish to. In these next zones. Here's everyone on the map. A rocket being fired on the far side. Bizzle there still on your screen. Commandment, epic whale.
バニー基中、バニー基中。
Prisionero still boxed up in metal just outside the zone and stomping.
高村、おる？アサル、こいつらアサルトの打ち方やばくないですか？全然跳ね上がらんやん。
確かに。リコイル制御やばいです。
すごいな、ラグいろな。あいつやばい。ヘイトやばいっすね、あれ。
マジっすか。
めっちゃ撃たれてる。ちょっとヘビスナ強すぎ感ありますよね、これ、見てたら。
Storm surge for players pushing on in. Not a threat for Lulboom as he's 409 above, but Karhu did just go down to that storm surge, so unfortunately game number 1 there, and ooh, some free shockwave.
こいつの武器やばいやん。
Will be extremely useful in these rotating zones, and
やばいやばいやばい、テンパってるテンパってる。
eating this stink bomb, 50 damage, Dr.
やっちゃったな、結構。
Terrible, terrible spot to be in for Lulboom.
Lulboom, solo Irishman, qualified for the World Cup here. Gonna have to push on through and try and make his way to the next safe zone. Multiple ballers on the outside. He might be able to grab that one in the water right there if he sees it when he pops out. Have to wait and see Vivid on your screen. Evil Mare still there as well. Saw him rotating in. Multiple ballers still on the field.
Look at that build.
Look at the this is like a Fortnite World Cup apartment complex. You have countless players stacked in next to each other. Bizzle going for the edit reset, can't quite catch himself just yet.
Uga's still making plays happen. A lot of people have him high up on the leaders. And here it is again. Yarkos with the elimination from earlier on, down onto Aqua, who obviously was our Fortnite World Champion yesterday in duos. Rough start in game number 1. Bizzle, one of the most consistent and winningest Fortnite pro players of all time, Dr. Lupo. When you say a veteran in Fortnite competitive, Bizzle is at the top of that list, but here's Yarkos again, now on the high ground after that first elimination down onto Aqua, looking for more right now as he's got ultimate high.
This is one of the best spots in the game right now. We'll have to see where the map is going to rotate, the north-northwest, so he's going to have to make a move soon. A very hefty weapon loadout. Not a whole ton of rotation. Does have the 2 launch pads, does have the redeploy, but those are going to leave you exposed up in the air. King rotation here. The feet starting to light up. 38 players.
Oh, yeah.
And that count is going to go down, down, down. Zate eliminated by Left Eye. Colorful taking another one out as well. King, 4 eliminations. You have to remember, placement points don't kick in until top 25, so he only has those 4. But those are 4 very, very big points. Here we go. The storm starting to pressure players. You're going to see a lot of launch pads and redeploys coming to play, and those community movement mechanics like launch pads placed on the ground would be tough. A player actually just flew right through King's box.
That could have been bad, Dr. Lupo. That could have been real bad.
Maybe a trap play from either player. We'll have to see here. Benji Fishy in the feed taking another elimination. Top 35 now. Jack's 30 seconds away from the next circle.
And Mr. Savage trying to contest
壁10上行った壁10上取りに行った
continue to build on
あー取れんな
Mr. Savage goes for the
あ
shot.
取った
Gives it up for the moment. So game one right now, the height goes to Mr. Savage. But there's still a ton of time left on the low ground right now. You've got Pika week, Class week, Fledermoy's week, Tuesday week as well. Mr. Savage is shot down.
バニー死んでんなこれ
He still continues to keep height. Yarko's
あ壁
still
落ち
looking to
た
challenge right now.
体力
27
やばい
players left. Placement points about to come into play.
あ上取られた
Takes the
これ
ultimate high in the backside there. Riverside from Team Liquid flying across right to left of your screen. Multiple players. Ultimate low ground warriors down there, both in and out of ballers. Class looks like he might be a campfire in the middle of it. Mr. Savage.
King! King at 7-Eleven and has made it into placements. King
こいつやばいっす
absolutely.
ね
The number one performance so far in game one. 120 HP. Can he find his way? No!
いいな
As the
ー
crowd erupts. Top 20 now though, but King got the job done.
上等やろ
There
7
was
キル
players left, Dr. Lupo. King eliminates the last two to make it a top 25 for the placement points.
Huge plays there.
あーやばい
Going down to the
Oh,
one shot,
my-
a quick edit swap there. Uga showing why he's one of the most active.
Top 15.
Top 15.
Yeah,
Met
800.
with an elim. Your feed in the top left. One of the most important things to watch if you're looking for players' names. Williams here is going to have to wait and bait players out.
10人かあ
Here
と
it is, the shadow bomb for rotation.
こ
He's
こで
still
シャド
got
ーボ
two
ム
more
強
in
い
his
な
inventory, which this late in the game is
上ま
huge.
であ
Three shockwave grenades as well.
早いですね
Height needs to be taken, or even a long-range rotation. 8 players remaining. Jack Yarkos, 4 eliminations. Everyone in here getting those placement points. No
お
builds. Going to be tough there. Psalm picking up that. Booga the 5 right now moving forward.
But not only that,
0キルのやつおるがまだすげえな逆に
the number one point we've seen in competitive Fortnite this weekend. When do you use the shockwave to go for height? It's Sam currently on height. Booga sees that. That was him taking a look for exactly where the player is. I think it's time, Dr. Lupo. No, Shadow Bomb will be used. Okay, so not quite doing it
You were
yet.
looking for a high ground.
Yeah,
with
I
that-
was looking
that
to see.
shockwave. He's saving those. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays. Sitting the edge of the storm, the box up. He's going for edit shots. Big hit. by
Ah,
Josh
クリックやられた
outside. Booga picking up his 6th elimination. Creo, Rux, Booga all on the low ground. Bella EU, all
player.
player.
ああそれやらかした
Still got it. Same floor as Creo. 1v1 up top, 1v1 on the bottom, stuck in the box. Big
ナイ
hit.
スエイブ
う
や
まいやばいうまいそれはキャラコンやば
Almost going to be his game to win. We'll
や
see.
ばい
おー
The 9th elimination.
歓声がすごい
First victory royale, the World Cup solos.
体力マックスあけど焚き火持ってないな
Soon, Booga smiling. He's got the health advantage on
あけど勝つなこれこのまま下こもったら
For the shockwave play, Booga could soar up into the sky. Go for
お
it!
いった
Shockwave!
いくや
Shots coming in! No elimination!
あーすごいな
おい
やばい
やばい
強い
やばいかっけー
これは強いな
What a monster.
えぐ
えぐ
Royale.
The crowd on their feet. Booga
やば
これは強いわ
wipes out
あこれ
5
僕のいい
of
と
the
こですよこの
last
外人の
top
子僕のいいとこですよこれ
players
僕のいいとこ
for the victory royale. What a swing of points right there, Dr.
Uwai
Lupo. You
na.
get the win. You get max placement points.
攻めんなやっぱりプロゲーマー
That is a
すごい
statement
今
game.
の
Number
僕やったらこもってます
one for
ね
Booga. Here it is again. The shockwave up.
よういったなこれ
Tried to prepare. You see the damage
当てて
coming
ます
on
からね
through, but at that
す
point,
ごい
with that much of a health advantage, Creo stands no shot.
うー
What a brilliant
やば
ending. Talk about a great late game solo.
名前相原美に変えて編集しよう
Of the duo competition yesterday.
Imagine being.
やられた方がワナビースキンですよ
なんでなんすかあお前やられた方僕の好きっす
Stay
ね
down bottom, wait, bait your shots.
お
わ
You
これは湧いた
お
な
高見
send
さん
to the
こ
high
こで
ground.
すいつもマッチ
Take
コの配
over
信お
and
世話
get
に
the
なってます
victory
かっ
royale.
こよ
Well
すぎ
deserved game one
Yeah,
victory
bye.
right there. The number one thing I noticed from Puga
今
in
の
the
は
shadow
強
bombs,
い
so
な
so much about popping out of the shadow. shadow and immediately boxing and protecting themselves. Instead, Booga winds up pushing forward, looking for where his next victim could be, and then pops out the shadow and eliminates the big reasons why he was able to push on through. Booga, an incredible performance. What is that, 19 points in game one?
Game number one.
I don't see how anyone's above that.
At this point, I mean, we're going to take a look exactly to see where
like I predicted
that falls on the
かっ
leaderboards.
こよす
No
ぎやな、あれ
surprise
掘れ
here,
る。
a 9-point lead
あ
out
れは
of
過
game
去に
one.
9キルか。
7 eliminations, we saw that
めっ
earlier.
ちゃ一気に頭
Sadly
抜けま
goes
したも
down
ん
a
ね。
little bit before those top couple placements.
19
Psalm,
ポイント。
Rux, Yarkos, ton of
お日本勢やばいんじゃね？
But a 9-point lead after game one is absolutely incredible.
多分あのタイミングでサベッチにやられたってことはずーっと多分サベッチと戦ってたと思うんでね、タワーで。
Earlier in the day, and why so quiet at the end of the day. 8 of the 10 top players after game one, all from the US. Here's your 11th through 20th place right now. You know, Benji Fishy on there, Evil Mare on there as well. But a fantastic start to today, and I'm loving the energy from this crowd at the first ever Fortnite World Cup. They saw how good the competition was yesterday, and I know everyone was so excited to kick it off today with millions watching online. They saw Booga take game number one. He's down on the floor with Jordan Fisher.
やばい。マジでかっけえ。
Booga! Huge!
これは、
Huge
いやー
first
言うと思
game
う、
for
完
the
成。
NA player. That's what you want to see. You want a health
ドヤ顔
advantage
す
at
ごい
the
もん。
end. 9 elims to cap off an incredible first game. What is your thought process going into the final moments of in-game, right? A 1v1 there at the end. You've got health
確か
advantage.
に。
Well, I'm pretty much low ground. I have like 200 mats, and I realized that I could probably make a play with the impulse, just go for right and just like get a big pump on him.
彼は HP が
Amazing. Well, we saw that happen in real time. An amazing clutch for an end of a first game for Booga. Yo, Jack, Lupo, that is exactly what you want to see, is it not?
I mean, I don't think you can really ask for much more than that. A victory royale and 9 limbs. The man is so talented, has always been one of the top solo players in the North American region, and he shows it right there in game one, and already a 9-point lead. Solid stuff.
What an incredible game out of the gate already. Number one down. We have 5 left to go. We want to take a look and see exactly how some of those pieces played out, how everything worked, and maybe a little bit of a deep dive into how some of these players play. So we're going to throw it over to Sundown, Unreal Island, to take a look.
あの状況でちゃんと飛べるキャラコンもすごいですけどね、心と。
すごい。てかシャドウ使いよったやつのキャラコンがやばかった。
I want to take a look at one of the other most marquee and aggressive players we saw. He had the entire lobby saying, Toda salve al rey de Argentina. It is king of 9Z with an incredible 70 elimination run in 20th place. Let's take a look at some of this gameplay. So right away, you'll notice, what is he doing? He's his patented
うまいですね。これがうまいもん、やばいもん、この編集。
That's going to be the theme of these clips. He doesn't miss his shots, and he's not afraid to flex either. Throwing the donkey laugh out there, throwing him a little love, saying, I don't care who you are. Now he's sitting on the 4 elims. He's in the box fight, and he's constantly looking to pick up new targets. Replaces the wall from the side, turns around, and picks up a great elimination there on the Bucky in the rotation. But now watch on the freeze on. 5 elims right now. Cones himself off. Look at this. The player challenges him. He's not building. He's going.
そんなん当てる？
Shoot first. I am the king. Was able to go, but unfortunately gets caught there in the rotation. But still, a brilliant performance from the young Argentinian. He's looking to challenge. He's looking to frag out with the best of the best, putting himself currently sitting in the number 2 spot. He has played so absurdly well in that first game. This is what it's all about. If you can bring your aggression, what you do in the qualifiers, and take it to this stage, and you don't have nerves. If you're like Booga and say, I'm gonna go. If you're like King and say you want to edit, I'll shoot first. I'll take the 50 health on Elim there, and I will take the point in staying in the match. You can wait and watch me dominate. Let's get into match 2, because that first match was insane. Courage and Lupo, take it away, guys.
Sundown, thank you so much. Appreciate the quick analysis of everything that happened in the middle of that game. A lot of action here.
ソロも100位まで全員1000万もらえるやろか。
The entire event as well. I hope everyone has enjoyed Marshmallow's concert. We have tons of people here in the crowd. Absolutely, it's just been ridiculous. So much fun.
My Italian family was out there, 25 people deep. They've got a full deli layout. Unfortunately, my Aunt Lorraine down in Florida, I know you're watching. Shout out, we love you, miss you. But no, they're all here for their first ever event too. It is an incredible energy in here. And you know, guys in the venue, do you guys want to see another Fortnite World Cup next year?
マウフィンはやれそうな気がするがやけどな。
I'm thinking, yeah, Jeff.
All right, budget's approved. Epic, it's happening. But folks, let's get back into the action. Game
2回目以降はタワー降りないって言ってましたからね。
about to begin. Booga, the superstar of Game 1, the talk on all social media with the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. What a play. The lobby is ready.
ガンガン当たりす
The
る。
players are ready. Ladies and gentlemen in the venue, are you
なんかテンポ早いですね
いや、昨日1試合目2試合目は早かったっすよ。
今日。あ、そうなんですね。
2試合目から3試合目行くときに休憩が入った。
World Cup Finals starts right now.
多分2試合ずつ休憩でしょ。
I have a feeling you're going to see maybe potentially more contested drops when players find
マウフィン右上かな。あ、これ高村。
Booga bringing home
あ、これマウフィンか。あ、高村。右上高村。 右一番右上の右から左目かな。右から2個目。
Going into game 2, knowing that we still have 5 remaining, knowing that based on the leaderboards from yesterday, that 17 points at one point separated first and last. And by the way, a quick note, we can see the mini map, but I think Tfue, yeah, there it is. I'm pretty sure Tfue has the block all by himself. Again, Footnote didn't want to challenge it this time.
No one nearby at all, and also on that map, look at the two llamas. Right outside a racetrack, it looks like one player's about to go claim him.
ラマ取りに行っちゃう。
Basically lands in Dusty Divot uncontested.
トゥーラマって言ってます。ラマ2つ並んでるよって言って。
So some great movement will be up there for them. Here again, the stats for last match. First place, the Victory Royale, 19 total points because of those 9 limbs. Sitting pretty, 5 games away from $3 million.
I have to say, I feel like
引きが違うもん。もう完璧やん、武器。
That's something I would screenshot just to hold on to. Yeah, World Cup, I average first through all the games that have been played.
アクア、状態悪いな。ああ、けどやりたいな、これ。サーマシンガンしかない。
Only with a common SMG is twins and pumps being
エイムやば
And I'm going to tell you right now, Aqua's going to be upset with himself on that one.
エイムやばそれ。
That was a sloppy fight from both sides. I'm going to say it right now. Those early game fights can be very, very awkward, but we also have the first elimination. And it was Bizzle with the common pistol and then says, here's your reward. A llama that was looking at a nice view from the top of Dusty Divot.
Kovacs out of his minds. By the way, a quick note here. Twins had 46 elims in his qualifying matches. That is so many eliminations to get to this point.
Yeah.
Over 10 games, that's huge.
And most players didn't even get to play the full 10, so you got to think Twins did pop off in his region when it was going on
right there.
Yep.
2 shadow bombs, already has a flint knock sitting on minis and a pump. Solid early game loadout. Can pick up maybe one more.
パラダイス制覇したやん。あさり放題やん。
Whether or not he wants to keep the flint knock in his inventory, we'll have to see. Still hopefully looking for a slurp at some point. MQ and Mr. Savage not far from each other. Takamura and Clarity G also. Happy Hamlet, my least favorite drop. I'm going to be honest with you, but a lot of these players know exactly where the chests are and know exactly how to get there as fast as they can. And there are so many materials down here. It's also one of the highest chest spawn counts in the entire game. This POI is insane.
Yeah, I believe 29 possible chests or something along those lines. But as MQ says, you know what? Let me roll away for right now. We'll give that to Mr. Savage. Over to Snobby Shores. It's Hornet. Putting the spray down with that heavy assault rifle. Only 19 AR shots left, Dr. Lupo, so we'll have to use them wisely. 8 players have dropped so far in the zone. More of a southwestern side zone on this one, so already some good variation between the zones in Game 1 and Game 2. Hornet will continue to move slowly but surely over to Nyx. So again, looking at the map, looks like a lot of players still outside the zone as you expect, but they'll begin to rotate on through as the first one will close.
boy, plenty of time to make decisions.
おお、やばい、それはやばい、それはやばい。
おー、あー、もうガチ品、ガチ品。そうそうそう。押した押した。それは押すよな。あー、回復させたくねえな。
Many rounds. Reload here. The drum shotgun. So much damage dealt with this thing so far. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes in for it here in just a second, and he does. Watching that corner, Hornet still on the defensive, long-range spray. Isn't it? The thing is very, very deadly. Knicks picking up first elimination for him in this game.
Also with the emote after the eliminations. That's 2 so far. This is spicy.
Jack, you love
I mean, I love this.
You love it.
I get like 1 eliminate for every 3 games. So every time I have the option to vote on an opponent, it's fantastic.
A very important note there. Knicks had the most eliminations in the online opens at 61 during his qualifying week. That's crazy too.
僕イメージ的にスノビーって全然いい武器出んっていうイメージなんですけどね。僕だけやろか。
結構みんなおりますもんね。お、ティフュー。すげえベスト着てんな、ティフュー。
ティフューすごいですよ。半ズボンもこれですよ。
4 shadow bombs, a launch pad, a legendary infantry rifle, a blue pump shotgun. Tfue set up for the rest of this game, nearing max materials as well. This is what happens when you give this man block all by himself.
Nobody wants to challenge here, but it's one of the best loot spots in the game. Labs over on the right side of your screen, going to try and take that southeast corner building, see if there's anything left inside, but there's so much loot here at the block, so many materials, so many opportunities. Get an advantageous position too, because you're right up the hill, except before this baller spawns up there. Those are going to get grabbed pretty quick, but if they don't, if you're lucky enough, you have free rotation as well. It's also not terribly far from a slipstream itself, just past the umbrella quarry down there. Meanwhile, Mr. Savage stuck in a 1v1 down here at Happy Hamlet. There's actually 3 players total. My apologies. You see on the mini-map on the bottom right there. They can't see those arrows, but we definitely can. And Crew and Takamura still down inside in the building. Audio cues trying to listen for each other. Takamura, you see, not really moving. Crew trying to do some wall replacing to build up a little bit of material buffer in case fighting does happen here. I think Mr. Savage going to rotate out.
Here is Tfue with the player just in front. It's like a fight he's potentially looking to take. Not sure exactly what the health is of the opponent just ahead, but you got to think, okay, so there is a health advantage. Maybe Tfue did a bit of damage as Kluja will begin to heal on up. So it does look like Tfue damaged the player, thought about challenging, but for right now, we'll just box for a moment. They are very, very soon going to have to move towards the zone.
If you're watching online and you get an opportunity here to clip some shots from Tfue, it's going to be very accurate. We've seen it before, and we'll see him again with that infantry rifle. One of the best in the game.
That was kind of greedy from Tfue. He has a ton of materials. I think he didn't expect his opponent to challenge and go for a shot, but because he tries to save a couple walls of wood, has to pop one of those big shields, and Kluja says, you know what? I'm out of here, and the zone's already there, so Tfue has a long trek ahead of him. Might have to decide if he's going to use the launch pad here. Probably not, as he does have the slipstreams down below, but still will take some damage from the storm.
If there is a rift spawn up at the burger, he can take the zip across, jump off midway through, and go down the grab.
Booga eliminated to start off this game in 90th place. So our game 1 winner out early on, which means that that 9-point lead will surely be cut down as this one goes on. Quick thing I want to remind everyone of, yesterday we were nearing the #1 trend in the world on Twitter. I'm going to challenge all of you right now. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup across everywhere. Send in how you're watching today. Let me know who you think's going to win. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup everywhere from the millions of you all tuning on in. Can't stress that enough.
こいつの配信面白いですよ、キンスター。
Largest event, one of the largest events of all time. Concludes today with
なんかカメラが近いがってるこいつ。
$1 million prize pot in total throughout the weekend.
Kinsar holding an edit here, stuck in a little stalemate. He's going to hold that side, look for the shot. Can't find the player backs out of that. Not fast enough.
Mr. Savage goes down to Mega.
Big names eliminated early in this game too. The World Cup solos. Kinsar holding this edit yet again, just trying to wait and watch to see if he's going to spot this player, make a move. This might be a an opportunity to make a play here. Twins kind of baiting the ultimate high ground.
やっぱこいつ、この一人と戦える時も周り見てますよね。二段戦用に。
Gonna jump up. He built the ramp preemptively to defend against any shots. Here it is, a shot from the side does make contact. Twins down to 90 total HP. Big hit there. Shot. He can try and rotate up on the outside. Putting pressure against the edge of the storm, and a build off is kind of the only answer at this point. Quick, and it's down. Doesn't quite find that the player inside ahead of him has the lead. Another big hit. 14 HP left for Twins. A build fight is all he's got left. He could shadow and try and get away, but if the player inside is smart enough, Keemstar knows exactly where to shoot. Twins is going to go down. We'll see here. One pump is all it takes, though, with this thing. 150 HP.
Oh my gosh.
Almost going down there. No shield remaining. Back and forth between these two titans. And there it is. Keemstar finding the lead, the shotty there, and Twins.
こいつちょっとハクトに似てますよね。
Storm Surge kicking on in. I do want to point out where this next zone is. Spoke to production. We'll bring that back in for you all to see just how insane zone number 2 will be for everyone on this map.
Actually, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because they have a long, long run ahead. Look at that.
All the
a third
way
of the
to
zone
south side.
Off the map.
Whoa.
Not only are you forced all the way to the bottom of the map, you've got nothing on the south end of the safe zone. The players going to get compressed together. I would expect going into circle 3 or 4, you're going to see a very low player count in comparison to last game. We're already down to 75. Now getting ready to kick in. You have 5 players that need to go down before damage starts to go out to those that have not dealt enough of it. Yep. Multiple players bunkering up here at Happy Hamlet. Not a whole lot of real estate left. Very, very, very good weapon for applying pressure to structures, especially when you see other players are taking shots at the same target. Let it fight the top left of your screen there. Replay between Niddle, opponent inside the box. Shot above, but headed down. Quite fine the first shot. Follows through with a second. One health left. If you looked after the 50 health was earned, he was stuck at 50, meaning he was under 1 HP. He had effectively 0.9% health. And goes down right there. His opponent can't win the fight as he's awarded Nakamura on your screen. 179 total HP, and that's a tough battle you have here, Doctor. Use your last healing item. For only 21, or do you hope maybe 179 health is enough? It's a double-edged sword, a tough decision to make. Storm Surge still active. 4 more players need to go down before it ends. Trying to get the wall there, can't quite find it. Quick edit up and out. Gonna make the rotation away. Waiting. This is just an opportunity. He's basically trying to bait to see if the player inside is gonna head out. Shockwave. Lecce hits the tree. It might cost him. Pressure being applied now. The 1v1 not over quite yet. Combat shotgun from above right here will be very effective. The spread from a top-down position like this is like a guaranteed crit. Here we go. Shot from behind, can't quite make contact yet. Zone now hitting for 2 as well. Player's gonna have to go for it very soon. Here we go. Another shockwave to push away. Storm Surge is active. He's way above, and those bandages are gonna be key to survival. I guess the swap in position. But she took the high ground temporarily. They're at a point now where they basically just one of them needs to get in the fight. One of them needs to win this fight if they want to survive for the 50 extra health. Lecce slowly taking this damage. 2 ticks every second, and it's going quick. Dr. Lupo now down to just 12 HP. This could be done here momentarily. A shot.
Nice, Mafia.
With the quick shotgun to the dome, and you see using 4 bandages, the 50 health puts him back up to 100. It should be enough to move on in. Storm Surge now over as well. And the next zone just popped up. And it's even more southwest. Tfue still alive in this game. So far, 0 eliminations. Still, though, with this magnificent inventory for the late game.
I just want to say that the bait outside in the storm, forcing your opponent to take damage, knowing that they're not healing to their own HP, basically a way of weakening them, and then you choose the time to engage, means you don't even have to be as active as before.
誰が勝つかな全然わからん。そうですよね。無茶な質問してすいません。僕はあんまり詳しくないですからね。
キングが欲しいんだから。
確かに出てきてないですね。
やってるね。 みんな2ウェポンやもんな。
Oh no, damage being applied.
あ、ここで使った。
Doesn't put down that launch
ここで使うわ。もったいなく
Thought
な
for a second he might go for the save.
いやでも
Chooses
この
not to, flying past multiple players in.
普通に荒けばいいじゃないか。
Backside pressure being applied on Tfue, and he's going to have to box up for just a second. There it is, Shadow Bomb and door edit. He'll make a move on the outside. He is in the shadow form still, and you can keep this by jumping against the wall.
That was not a good shadow bomb, I can tell you right now.
Gotta be disappointed there.
うわ、やばい。
5 HP.
ヘビスダンはやばい。
やばい。Oh my god.
キングや、キングや。俺の水死キング。
怒ってる。キング怒ってる。
キング。
多分これ大会終わった後言いますよ、ティフ。ヘビスだけしてって。
Incredible loot, almost max builds as well. Tfue, a very quiet start to today's World Cup competition.
Here's that elimination on Tfue.
ああ、打ちたかった今。
うわ、やばいわ、ヘビス
うわ、うまい。
ヘビス
うま
ダンやば
いこれ。あ
Take that wall.
これはうまいわ、普通に。
Very intelligent play there. Again, more aggressive players we've
こ
seen.
こやばい。
Yep, and it's working out up to this
Oh
point.
my gosh, this is back down at Happy Hamlet, right on the edge. So many players on the east side of the safe zone, and this is a far southwest. Remember, about a third of it is in the water right now. Nobody's on the island, the outside. We're going to see where this goes next.
高村も
There
マ
it
フィ
is,
ンも両方残
focused
ってそうで
just
す
to
ね、
the
これ。
west. That submarine atop
こ
the
のアン
ice
チキワ
mountain
の
right
人数
there.
やばいですね、
Look at how many players are
やばい、アン
stacked
チキワ。アンチキワの方が多い。人数が。
On that north or east side, you can put a ton of
高村降り
damage
たとこ良かった
downrange
です
as
ね。
everyone has
スポ
to
ンサー
move
だ
right at you.
うまい
You。see Karu does go down to Diego GB in your elimination feed. A drop coming on through.
すごいなんかもう本当に住宅街やん。
Under 100 health, has to play this one safely, but they are so far on the east side of the zone. The storm is going to move quite quick, Ben. And they've got to be ready for it. There's already the first shockwave used.
高村
Rux
は
trying
あ
to
れ
shoot them from behind. Not able to get elimination there. Class
ちょっと食らってる
so
フルシー
far
ル。
away. Will use the launch
アン
pad.
チちょっと飲まれた臭いですね、体力は。
これ日本人同
I think at
士
this point with both
接敵し
placement
たら
and
屈伸して
elimination
分かっちゃう
for
と
too
か。
long here.
ないでしょ、多
Maybe
分。
taking an opportunity
大問題になりますよ。
大問題
position on the leaderboards, especially with Bugha going down so
キング
early.
とマフィンと高村に頑張ったし、キングなんか好き俺。
I love this outfit from Rux right now.
He's a
Rux
dinosaur.
is, no, I'm
名前も分かりやすいし。
real life outfit.
He's a dinosaur.
He's set up to play in the Fortnite World Cup at 1, and
Well,
then he's got a
見てん
dinner
な、
date
やっぱり。
at 7:30, so good for him.
Listen, class is everything,
I
Jack.
mean, the guy
機材
looks
結構
great.
使
I'm
ったな、
gonna give
こ
a
の
shout
人。
out for that. Best dressed,
あ、そうか、
2
HP
extra
ない
points.
から
A
もう。
Fortnite World Cup champion right there, Rux. Uh-oh, but
きついな
Damage tag from the side there. Didn't have to panic too much.
きつい
That
あ
I
ー
would
き
panic a
つ
little
いな
more
これ
about.
when you have no movement. When you have no movement in that part of the zone, it's literally exactly what I just spoke about.
さっき
King
優
on your
勝した
stream,
人
but
残っ
also
てるんです
something we
か
haven't spoken a lot about. Reverse 2.
誰が勝ちましたっけ
名前すみません。
Able to
ボロボロ
qualify together
ボロ
for this competition, but
ボロボロ
did
君で
make it into solos.
ボロ
And
ボロ君。
now seeing what he can do by himself was on the farm side of this zone, so also not a fun spot by any means.
Quick note.
資材みんなないな、やっぱりあんまり。
Damage in the
アン
match.
チ色が激しかったんですかね、もしかして。
574, meaning, like I said, that aggressive gameplay. Still in it, still trying to win.
おいキングかっけー。
Aspect up the lane, caught off guard by an edit.
てんな
Through the
う
wall.
よ、やばい
やばい
Follow
こ
through
の
with
子
the edit. Nate goes down.
強い
He's playing out of his mind right now.
King reminds
Ishida
me of
全然持ってなかった
Vinny and Zextro back from the earlier duo competitions when they would just try to fight anyone they saw.
食らってる食らってる
King,
あ、ヒ
7
ロ2件勝ったか。
eliminations in
もっ
game
たいねえな。
1, now 4 eliminations in game number 2, and there's still 42 players remaining. And there is only one person in the next zone that just popped up, Dr. Lupo. It is as far west as possible. And look at those arrows frantically moving on over as everyone knows prime real estate is available. This is one of the most insane zones I've seen. Look at, no one's in it. No one's in it.
Quick couple notes about King, one of our players from Argentina.
高村
He is
ボール乗ってる。いつの間にか。
required in order to play in the Fortnite World Cup. A 13-year-old savant.
Wait, King is 13?
He is indeed.
My goodness. He's
Jack
got
is
11
a million times better than both of us combined.
Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous to think about. Cosmic on the height, Vivid is still alive in this game, Artbrook is still alive in this game,
マーフィン死んでるかな、これ。
Still alive in this game.
臭いですね。
We're just King
いや、
King
遠
again,
遠
place
か
the
った
launch
も
pad,
んだっ
and
て、
what
ア
you
ンチ
saw right there, a ramp placed backwards to bounce off of it, so he doesn't go all the way up and basically is sitting ducked up in the
40人
air.
か。
kind of flows quite quickly towards the opposing player. King, imagine winning $3 million as a 13-year-old. I mean, I think I would have bought like a Razor scooter when I was that age. And enough ice cream too. Well, don't really.
もう、だいぶ飲まれてましたもんね。止まったし。
止まりましたね。
しっかりしてよ、も
止まった。
う。完全に止まったな。
これ待っとっていいんですかね。
もうちょっといいんじゃないですか。昨日もちょこちょこ止まってたでしょ。こんなに長くは止まってなかったけど。
やばい、めっちゃええとこやのに。
ええとこや。ほんまええとこや。
逆に触らん方がいいですか？
別にどっちもいいじゃないですか。多分変わらんと思いますよ、触っても。でれれれれれれれ。
ここで切れるか。
あれけど動いてる人いますね。一回消してみようかな、じゃあ。動いてないな。
Play there.
あ、動いた動いた動いた。
King, the star of the show thus far for
あ、高村やられた。
高村やられた。
We are in the top 25 for placement now, so those
いや、レベル高すぎる。
That's got to push King even higher on the board.
Yeah, King was already surging towards the top of our leaderboards. Now could very well be after this game. King spraying on through with the submachine gun. Players moving as fast as they can over this mountain.
アンチえぐいなこれ。
The left side of your screen, now the full screen. Enku still moving through. Look at how fast he can tunnel. Benji Fishy still alive in this game. Just took down Drakens. Down the hill we go. Road Shark on height right now, but we'll need a waterfall down for a moment. Vivid still followed on up. King down to just 40, 30, 20, 15 HP. Under 10. No, still 17 HP. Will only be at 42 effective health. I mean, if he gets any further than this, it'll be an absolute miracle. No, down goes King, but I think one of the crowd favorites beginning to emerge today. Fantastic performance at this point. Benji Fishy goes down as well.
A little bit of a crowd building up behind him. Dubs still in a baller at the bottom.
Top 15.
Star sitting on 2 eliminations in this. The entire field. Wow. Screen on the left. Road Shark remaining up top, forced into the drop. Let's get away. Looks like a shadow bomb to save from any fall damage.
こいつめっちゃ動きる。こいつ顔めっちゃ動きる。
画面で右走ってるじゃないですか。
いや、僕もこんな感じっすよ、やってる時。
Pop them out, it may be an exposed position. Other players will take shots, and that's going to get you to better place.
The ballers beginning to scale the mountain.
これ強いな。
Has time to pop a mini by chance? Nope, nothing as of yet. Now the fight for height begins. Vivid building out up. Arc from in your elimination feed now into our top 10.
ハイグラ絶対やらんぞみたいな感じ。
God, as many regard him as.
170
Takes down some another one onto Thatch too. So Issa from Europe getting involved in this game as well. Vivid and Road Shark all the way on high ground.
降りれんのじゃないこいつ。
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fortnite World Cup solos competition. This is game 2 of 6. Oh no! Vivid has lost the high ground. He says no. This is mine, young man.
あー、シールドあるからな。あー、ですよねー。おこっちゅう。
Of this game. But he got the elim. He got the elim on a Road Shark.
He's at 2 eliminations. Right now, 7 players remaining. The end of game 2 right before your eyes, folks.
わっ、いいとこ取った。
あー、滑る。
Out of the zone right now.
あ、取れた。あ、取れ。
Can't quite get in. One right behind outside. Can't find the beat. Issa goes down, placed in 4th. A 1v1. Dubs, the ultimate high ground. The crowd cheering behind him, looking to see if he can capitalize on this advantageous position.
Down low, it's Skype for Skype.
A little bit of a build-off between the two, layering defensively against each other, but
Dubs
build. The flip not to save it on the drop might be the outside ahead of the build.
やば。どういう状況？
Around inside the storm. This might be it.
あー。
In the safe zone. won't be able to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, game 2 goes to Skite.
Skite had 27 health left. 8 HP. If he took one hit from the storm, he was dead.
やっぱ資材きついっすよね。拾いに行けてないですもんね、みんな。拾いに行ったらやられるよ。
Win, do what I do best, and Skite does it there. Dubs, what a valiant effort.
あれ横のジャンパーに気づいてたらな。
Literally one storm tick would have been enough, but Dubs had no mats left.
アンチやばすぎるでしょこれ。
やばすぎる。
Making it up that mountain. Skite just wins, and there you see the celebration. Game 2 goes to EU as Skite comes out on top.
Single elimination, 11 points for Skite. Gonna be great for the leaderboard. We'll have to see exactly where they end up. Just honestly, a maximum effort from Dubs was insane to try and stay inside. Absolutely incredible. Here's your leaderboard as it stands right now. First place being held by Booga. 9 elims, 19 points from that first game. No showing in the second game, but it's still enough to keep him all the way at the top. But King slowly climbing his way up to the top, just behind now by only 1 point.
Folks, King can't drive because he's 13, but he can win $3 million today. When you talk about lives being changed, it's what the Fortnite World Cup Finals is all about. And now our crazy 9-point lead is down to just 1 first through 10th within arm's reach. Our top 20 absolutely there as well. This is still anybody's game.
Same, the spread between first and 20th still very, very close. Anybody can climb all the way to the top in an instant, as we've seen countless times of the 10 weeks of qualifying all the way to here. New York City for the Fortnite World Cup, and this is the final day. Jack, today we give away $15 million in prizes.
It is absolutely crazy.
It's insane.
The energy in here so far today. I'm sure everyone's having a blast watching. Games 1 and 2, fantastic. So much happened, even more than we could probably even take in, and that's why we've got great people like Balla to help us out.
Thank you so much, Courage. Yes, I'm here. We have a ton of awesome plays, a lot of action unfolding in that game. I'm going to help break it down. We're going to hop in with King, who got so many eliminations this game, no placement points. But if you recall, the beginning of this, nice tags here, gets the player white damage. He knows he has health. He knows he just has only health, no shield. He just continues forward and goes for the box fight. In the second zone, the zone is about to start coming in. He has no fear, the aggressiveness of the player, and the double edit makes him fall right back into his own box that he had a floor on already, gets the cone on top. That's Leleo, another player from South America, but he continues to take out big names, and here's Tfue. He tags him a little bit, but then pulls out the heavy sniper right as Tfue takes the box. And because of that, that came as a surprise to Tfue that he could bring out the heavy sniper, take the wall right in that instance. Usually he'd be expecting the pickaxe on the wall, but the heavy sniper, speed. Now King continuing to look forward, continue to look towards the zone where players come from. It's Aspect that he takes out. That's 3 eliminations, but he goes on forward and grabs another one with great awareness onto Nate. So unbelievable play from here. King is just racking up elims. Again, no placement points in this game, but he still pushed himself within distance of Booga, who Booga went down earlier there. He took out Clicks as well in the box. And this is, he's taken out Aspect, he's taken out Tfue, he's taken out Clicks. These are some of the best box fighters in the world. But now, King, he's saying, hey, I'm here at the Fortnite World Cup. I am one of the best box fighters in the world as well. So guys, that's King, the story so far. He's climbing the ranks, he's inching ever so closer to Booga. Gentlemen, back to you.
Great stuff, Balla, and yeah, a fantastic breakdown of how King has made it up to our 2nd place spot so far. We were only a 1/3 of the way through today's competition, on the road to crowning a Fortnite World Champion. Thoughts after games 1 and 2?
I'd love to see the aggressive gameplay from King and others. Those kind of plays you don't often see in the Fortnite World Cup or really any competitive play. A lot of players are waiting for those opportunities to maybe get shots on players that are moving, that kind of thing. It's been great to see, and obviously a crowd favorite here, as we've heard people erupt every time he pushes into another box. What about you thus far?
Crazy action. I'm really interested to see how these different landings continue. We've already seen games 1 to game 2, people switch up their spots, land at different areas, and sometimes it's come back to bite them. All I know is, though, that's going to do it for us two for right now. We'll be back later today, but down on the floor we have Zeke with some more information on our players.
Thank you so much, Lupo Courage. Man, what an insane first two games here on the first day, or the final day of Solos competition. Lupo with the insane shockwave play to give him the high ground. And then here, Sky, his positioning on point, which gave him the win over Dubs. I mean, you guys, and of course, the Marshmallow performance. If you guys are here, what have you enjoyed the day so far?
おーい。青い。佐々木さん。
I appreciate that. Now, of course, guys, we've been getting through this Fortnite action all weekend long. But don't forget, we actually had creative happening earlier on Friday. Now, if you remember, there was a certain team captain with a great crew. They won, and they became the first ever Fortnite World Cup creative champions. And that was the Fish fam led by team leader Scissors. Now, we felt we probably should go ahead and check up on him, see how things are going for him. So let's go ahead and do that.
佐々木さん
Kitty Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
Kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had
あれ佐々木さんおーい。おーい。
Creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I would probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18, and he just won $336,000. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent. Yeah, I think rent. I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna save my money.
I am gonna be responsible and probably just invest.
あれ僕の声聞こえる
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see what the future of Creative Fortnite looks like.
はい。佐々木さんおーい。
Sure, they give a little bit of break. Players, we'll hop back in as soon as we can. Now, I did talk about,
Oi.
but don't forget, we also had that celebrity
Sasaki-san.
and people from different walks of life all came
あれ僕の声が聞こえてる
on this stage and played for charity. Now, of course, we had Ninja and Marshmallow, your 2018 Pro-Am defending champions, then faced off against Airrocks and RL Grime, your Summer Block Party Pro-Am champions. And the winners in the end.
配信に入ってる佐々木さんの声
Pro-Am champions.
確かにディスコードが動いてない。
配信には入ってる？嘘？アリさん。
はい。
サーバー変えてみようか。
佐々木に行きました。おーい。おーい。佐々木さん。佐々木さん。
あ、
佐々木さん。
はーい。
おー、聞こえた。なんかバグってましたね。
いや、ワミさん、こっちにサーバー変えてたでしょ、多分。
How did it feel to play with the potential?
わかんないですけど、すいません。申し訳ございません。
ワミさん、ずっと僕ら個人通話で喋ってたんですけど、ワミさんがなぜかこっちに行ってた。
あ、僕がさっきそっちに行きました。佐々木さんの方に。
あ、そうなんや。
サーバー変えた方がいいかなと思って。
あ、なるほど、なるほど。
ディスコードバグか。いや、マジでマフィン高村頑張れ。
次あたりでちょっと
目立ってほしい。
取らんとちょっと厳しいですね。何その音。何食ってるんですか、ワミさん。
冷製パスタ食ってます。
ああ、まさに。
す
ごい吸い込むぜ。
ちょっとマイク離す。
I need you guys to make some noise right here, right now. Show him that you love him. How does that make you feel? You got all these crowds.
That's great. Feels amazing.
There you go. Now, Nyrox, let's chat a little bit, right? Because
音でわかりますもん。もうそれタイピングちゃうじゃないですか、最後。
duo competition.
だって多分ちょっと長いでしょこれ。
Day in the solo competition. So, what advice did you give him heading into these games?
やります？
I told him earlier this morning that he should stick with the plan we had yesterday, and even if he has a bad start, he'll make a comeback like we did.
どっちでもいい。ワミさん暇かなと思って。
That's pretty good advice. Pretty good advice. Now you're already a world champion. You've got the title. So how does it feel now that you've got this title? You're here. You get to experience and watch the solo competition. You know, how are you feeling after all that?
I mean, it feels amazing winning the duo, even though I want to compete in solo as well. But hopefully this gives me confidence in solos, which makes me do better in solo next tournament.
Okay.
One final question for you. This morning, you know, obviously, it was a huge day. You had a night to kind of sleep on it, and then you woke up the next morning. Did it sink in? You know, how did you feel the next morning when you're like, man, I'm a world champion?
It feels surreal. It doesn't really feel like
誰に？
it was almost too big to imagine, but yeah, it feels amazing.
Well, again, massive congrats to you. One half of our world champions. Again, give him some love, Fortnite fam! Thank you again, Nyrox. Appreciate your time. Now, there's actually another player we want to talk about real quick, and that is Skite. He just won this second game, so let's see what he's got to say.
I'm Skite from Lustream. I'm French, coming from Paris. I've been preparing the finals by playing customs and playing every day with friends or mates. It was hard in the beginning because my wrist was a little bit broken, so I just wait and then I qualified for the boss in the last 2 weeks. I definitely want to thank my team because they support me a lot when I was playing qualifier. In here we are more aggressive and NA is a little bit slower, so we try to play a little bit safe. I think maybe Zayt is really good and I want to take him down. I don't think playing in Stadium will affect my my gameplay because I already did it. I love everyone and I'm just excited to play.
There you go. There you have it. I mean, Skite, this guy is amazing. I'm a big fan. Skite, you know this. I'm a huge fan. Now, guys, there's so many players. There's 100 here that I wish we could spend so much time talking to every single one individually. But let's actually dive in specifically to one, and that's Mr. Vivid, you know, Mr. Clutchman himself. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him there, but don't worry, he's going to bring some more heat. We actually had time to spend with him and his hometown, learn more about him, so let's watch this together.
起きてたら親に怒られるな。昼夜逆転正解になってワールドカップ中は許していたけど、確かにワールドカップはしゃあないっすよ、前村さん。先生やります？ちょっとだけ
一応招待しときますわ。
OK です。
確かにワールドカップ中は許してほしい。まやさん昨日寝ちゃいましたもんね、まやさん。
入ってきました。
はい。2日とも寝てる。初日何やったんですか？猫くんですか？初日猫くんやったんですか？
あ、僕に聞いてるんですか？
はい。
僕初日見てないです。多分そうじゃないですかね。猫くんとかエリーとかボドカーとかあの辺じゃないですか。あ、お盆取るの忘れちゃった。
プロアマだったからそうですよ。ああ、そうか。だるまさんが残してた。あ、ミスターやばい。ああ、防ぐか。この画面気になってしゃあない、やばい。やば。あ、やばい。ちょっとグダグダ。
トラップ持つの忘れちゃった。
この画面すっごい気になるんですけど、僕だけ？
そうっすか？
めっちゃ気になる。初めてやからかな。
消せますよ、普通に。
いやでもなんか始まったの忘れそうじゃないですか。
僕見てるんで大丈夫ですよ。トラップもらっていいですかね？
あ、オッケーです、オッケーです。ちょっと言い訳にしたいんでつけときますね。
オッケ
Say hello, take time to do it. I promise you will not be disappointed. Of course, we got to keep the games coming. Games are underway, the players are back. They are ready to board the battle bus. For now, we're going to send it back up to none other than Monster DK's Golden Boy House DJ Mike Realm. Bring the beat.
わマジか。わお。おお。
folks, we know you're excited to get into some more games, and good news, we got you covered. Welcome everyone, Golden Boy alongside with Monster D-Face. Here's we're going to call games 3 and 4 of the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition. And man, you couldn't have asked for better.
あー乗れへんかった。
Best players in the world, they're showing up here on the world.
わらさん AME からコンバットの方が強そう。ありがとうございます。ポップが好きなんです。ポップが好きなんです。
At the final moments, I thought we were going to see a victory comeback from Dubs with a flint knock shockwave to shake up the entire place.
Ah, ごめんなさい。
Let's just put it like that. But let's run over the format and how this whole thing's works. So at top 25, players will start to get 3 points. Then we move on to 15th place. At that point, all the players that are still remaining will get an additional 2 points, making it a total of 5. Then after that, if they get to the top 5, making it a 7-point total earned for staying alive all the way until the end. But if you get that victory royale, you get a total of 10 points, so plus 3 coming out of the top 5 there. And each elimination is going to count for 1 point. So look for these players to play for the placement. Some, like King, for those eliminations. And then the Rising is all on the line for $3 million for the first place prize. 1.8 million for second, 1.2 million for third, and then 1 million as well, plus 4 fourths. That is crazy. That's a lot of money.
Yesterday the duels had to split it. Today it's all goes to you, right? It's just a solo competitor. So, and everyone here is winning. We're here to celebrate every single player that has made it this far. You stepped onto the stage, are already a winner.
The marathon that they took to get us to this point, bananas to say the least. 10 weeks grueling competition in both solos and duos, and for a lot of our competitors that have prepped not just for the competition today, yesterday. Now we're already in. We had mentioned some of the players that performed very well right here. Monument.
うわーマジ俺勝ったマジか
First place, but by 1 point, because Argentina's very own
キング2位っすね。
キング2位っすか。
talking about aggression. This guy embodies
リクルしてないのに。
いやーキルペースやばいでしょキング。
Interesting to watch for the spectators at home, for everyone here in the audience. You gotta have your king show up and bring that action all the way to the end. It's not to discredit anyone who made it this far. These guys are still in the running.
Only 2 games in. Games 3 and 4 are going to be just as important. Players if they want to get within the top 20 here. There's just so much on the line. There you see Booga getting ready, getting prepped up. Everyone is so hyped up here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium, and I don't even know what to expect, man. Game 3, like, what are we even going to get? We're seeing early aggression here from a lot of the South American players. Our players that we talked to from North America and Europe said that was what they wanted to avoid, was the South American OT aggression. But this time South America is showing up.
And not to bring it up, but you saw exactly what happened when King walked into the team. He just saw him trying to shadow bomb peacefully to the zone. They were not safe, by the way. They still had to make it through the happy hand. But so you know what? I'm gonna pause right here and take
that's how they do it, man. They just want to take right at your face. They don't care.
始まりそうですかね。
いや全然。ああ今アップしてますね。もうちょっとで。
お風呂行ってきます。お、風呂行ってらっしゃい。こんな時間にお風呂。
さすが夏休み。
ああやばい。
I told him to play to the crowd. I said, play to the crowd, have some fun.
Yeah, good to see him smiling. We were there in the warm-up games. He was a little timid, but eventually loosen up, buddy. There
落ちてもうた、最悪。
And the rest of our competitors, Korea, Kingstar, this is a big moment for everyone.
くっそ ーガバガバやった建築のやばうまい
He waved to everybody. He waved to everybody. You know, that's not bad. All right, so here we go, folks. It's now time to jump into
ラストぐらいかな。
Solos competition. The countdown has begun. The players are low.
あ、始まりました、サリさん。やめましょうか。
This is it. All on the line. Let's see who will take away another victory royale, or will we see one of our two winners get back-to-back wins, get double wins?
前村さん。
いいぞいいぞ。
The map. So, let's see. Skype looking to land here. We saw Skype win that last game.
Yep.
It's just outside of
何入れてこれ。
あ、OK です。いらっしゃい。
Our top 10 over on the left-hand side here, Golden Boy, Booga, King, Command, and Song. One of our competitive veterans doing so great right here. Even with that one win, though, Sky is still in 6th place.
Yeah, it's wild to think about that. That's what it took for him to be able to climb up into the top 10. Only 2 eliminations to his name, currently standing. But we're gonna keep eyes for the time being here as we head on over to Junk Junction. There's a hot spot there as well.
We have talked to some players about landing for hot spots.
I actually just got word from production in the back. King has been eliminated off spawn.
Wow,
離島降りの人やっぱりいるんですね。え、離れた島降りてました、前村さん。
We've seen players like Zayt and Zap really fall behind yesterday off of one game not going their way.
That is rough.
これボイスチャット繋がってんで、ディスコード切っていいですか？
あ、OK です。ディスコードをやめましょうか。はい。
いい。
Well,
Some in the chest here now with Crew.
that was the shot. Oh, Crew, no chill.
キングやられた。
え、マジっすか？あ、ほんまや、キングやられてる。クルートにやられた。
Was taken out. Couldn't even land safely. Got pinched right out the sky. That's rough.
Because there's nothing you can do. You're in a glider state. You're just floating down. You're hoping that no one's looking right at you. Players at this point, they're going to go for those shots, those open opportunities. Then you got Tuzi, who had just picked up an elimination earlier on. The circle is going to be over in the ice biome, so by Polar Peak, Frosty Flights area, and it's also going to be within Pleasant Park as well. So the
あれさ、やっぱボイスチャット音小さいんでディスコードしましょうか。
あ、ちっちゃいですか、ボイスチャット。
なんかちょっと
ちょっと待ってください。ちょっと待ってください。あ、マックスっすわ、僕。
うん、あれにしましょう。ディスコードしましょう。
あ、OK
ちょっとボイスチャット切りますわ。
ちょっと皆さんすいません。OK ですか？
はい。
Get as much as you can. Clip note from the Brazilian region here.
ティフュー、ヒョウ柄のジャケット脱いでましたよ。
マジですか？
本気モードですよ。
本気だった。
It's going to be very challenging.
And maybe it was just the difference in loadout. Maybe before he didn't have exactly what he needed. Now we can kind of peek into his loadout here. This is a very strong loadout. He's got everything he needs to stick around and take this battle. And that's why you see him playing with such confidence now.
ティフュー絶対にあれなんですね。サニーステップですね。
え、サニーステップじゃなくないですか？ブロックでしょ。
あ、ブロックか。すいません。高村行け。なんか慎重なんですか？
高村？
はい。
どうなんですか？やっぱ知りたくないんじゃないですか？
いつもの高村を僕知らないんで。
僕はあんまり知らんな、高村。
So just shadow bombs on out of there. It's going to have another one to use as well in case he needs to pop it, but doesn't seem like anyone's going to be paying any attention to him for right now.
There's over 6 players landing at Happy Hamlet, but we're jumping right into this battle right here.
あ、この人コントローラーかな。
Who has had the time to prove to the world that he is here to bring the heat. Early on in our competitive days, Unknown Army was known.
うまい。
Take over.
This is it, man. Unknown Army, one of our first controller players. Actually, he was our first controller player to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup. Perhaps this is going to be the opportunity that he was looking for. Monster put himself on this stage. Big opportunity. Things have slowed down here for a moment. He's looking to overtake that roof. He can get it. He can get possession of that. Head it on out. That's Commandment. Commandment's going to be sitting at the top 5 if I'm correct currently. Good fight here between 2 quality players.
Not a battle he wants to lose. There's lots to prove here. Unknown Army, one of the few controller players in it. We saw Wolfies have a big day yesterday. That wall's his. He's got the aggro. The last one is not, though.
早いな、編集。それでは。
一マス入ったらもう自分の壁にしてますもんね、奥も。すごい。
He's going to be in dire straits right now, as Unknown Army does have the life lead.
He's just taking all of these platforms too. He's gaining control slowly but surely.
うまい。
Peek right there. He goes for the staircase first. So clean.
Doing this all with a controller. You know we have millions of players that play on controller at home, and he goes in, apply white damage. Oh, that's gonna do it. Commandment was in 3rd place, and Unknown Army now made him put in the place that he wanted him to. Dominant.
And a little taunt to throw some salt on the wound right there. Now hop into the other side of the map.
俺もこれくらいに山田さんなれますよ。
Looking for a vehicle. He does have a baller. His main priority right now is metal and more loot.
Take a look here. We got Martine.
Martin.
Eyes on a target. Also using his Skystalker skin. One of my personal favorites. Charges forward with that.
トラップうまい。
やられるがや。
Gives him the hands there. Fun fact, Christian, our boy from Fortnite VR Live, told me look out for low boom. Someone to definitely take.
決めきれんかったのがあれやったっすよね。
They did eliminate one another though. So boom, not in this one. Maybe you'll find some better luck in games 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, that is the risk you take when you jump into someone's box here in the Fortnite world. Leshy, another controller.
左端持ってた。
Bringing it back to the good old nostalgic.
なぜかこの時間に目が覚めます。ミコさんこんばんはです。ゆっくりしてってください。
He has plenty of extra shields and mobility. Shockwaves are going to be great for maneuvering around this congested area. That's what it is. 4 players in Neo tilted right now. You have to be careful.
This is a controller battle, actually.
モングラール
See you
モングラールいますね。
best one another here. Slushy's probably looking to take this wall. All right, he's going to break into the building now. Get that high ground over his opponent. Astonis is just waiting, not making a sound here, seeing if he can bait Leshy into a trap play. Let's see. He's going to fall for it. We'll make a mistake, and that's really what it is, right, Golden?
Yeah, it is. When players are on that stage here in the audience, the crowd, everyone cheering, there's obviously going to be that added pressure. We talked with a few of the players before the game started today. The number one thing that I think everyone brought up to me was just the volume, right? The sheer presence.
僕らには透けて見えてますけど、本人見えてないですもんね。
I think I'm just going to focus on the screen. That's what I know. No reason for me to try and go above and beyond anything else, right? Sometimes the moment can take you away.
You can see both points of POVs right here, both points of views.
Yeah.
They're looking to take any walls that they can just to gain control, have a little bit of an advantage here.
Yeah, this is basically like the Fortnite equivalent of an arm wrestling match right now. Maybe for some of our parents who are joining us here for the first time, haven't watched Fortnite before, they're really just struggling to try and get positioning over the other player. That is the struggle that they're wrestling with here. See, worked out well that time.
All right, Lesh this time has decided to commit. He is now down face to face. There is nowhere. Astonish can run it.
入ってきた。
うまい、うまい、それは。
And that's the little tactic right there. If there's a ramp in front of the wall, you have to recognize you are in big danger because there's a nifty little trick to get you in that box.
Another one of my favorite players here. You got Legidian. He's going to be in a fight right now. Moves around the side, loses the high ground. Oh, man. That is rough. Legidian not having the best games at this point in time.
Pizza's placed 8th on average when he
お、倉
qualified
村
in
さ
the
んお帰り
online
で
open.
す。
On average across every game he loaded into. That's very high for placement. And now he's picking up elims. Unfortunately, like we said,
グライダー取るんですね、やっ
just
ぱり。
not really connecting the dots today, but it's
Yeah.
not over yet. We're only halfway through this competition here.
いや、トラックやばい。
As Lecce has to get out of there. Whew, that could have been very dangerous, but gets an elimination on Kinstar. A massive elim here for Lecce, who's sitting right now at 2 elims currently in this battle at Neo Tilted.
Representing for all the controller players across the world, Lecce, very dangerous. It's going to be a huge upset right there.
And you just get close range with a player like Lecce, and they'll punish you, right? When you have the controller, you have that little bit of the ability to just L-trigger. You're going to have, and I know some people are going to be like, oh, L-trigger, low, whatever. But the reality is, right, you got the full use of your arm. They have the use of your thumbs. But when you push in for there, you just don't want to box with them inside of that.
うまいな。終わった後屋根編集に行ってんもんな。
Lecce's 15, you know, could just be a little fast from Kidstar here.
Yeah, I know. When I was 15, I was nowhere near as good as he was with a controller. So, and I competed for a very long time. That crew was just in this fight here for the moment. Does get ownership of the wall because that player does disengage above him, and he hears that movement all around. You also get an eye on the bottom right of your screen. You can see the mini map where players are going to be located. The player we're typically on is going to be that white triangle, but the blue triangle, that other player goes right in for the fight, is going to knock down the shield just a little bit there. He's going to have minis to be able to top himself back up.
やばいな、もうこの張り替え合い。
Shockwave. Yeah, you don't want to go for that fight. Shockwaves are so important. Players saving them for that late game.
荒野を走り回ってる人なんかいないですよ。
Disengage. You don't want to take a fight. There's no reason for you to do so. A lot of players are playing cautiously, as they should, with what's on the line here. Oh, he marches forward. That's number 2 for Crew.
You can see the excitement there. Nice little smirking grin on his face. He throws a peace sign to the crowd when he
移動
takes
系のアイテムだ
that
ったらシャド
player
ウが一番
lucky
強いイ
right
メ
out.
ージ。あ、確かに。でもショックウェーブもなかなかちゃいます。どうなの？僕ショックウェーブの方が好きなんですけどね。
僕もショックウェーブの方が強いと思いますね。
シャドウ当てられますもんね、最近。でもいざなんか壊されて焦ってる時はシャドウボムの方が僕は落下シーンないですけどね。
I think Ninja yesterday had talked about the infantry rifle, how good that weapon is, and it truly, I mean, the accuracy that you get out of it is absurd. It's something that you, if you pick it up and you know how to use it, you'll be deadly out there in the field. But she has done a lot of time Ninja, which is why he likes that weapon so much, and I would understand why a lot of our players will go for that as well. When you have the option to, why not? If you got that comfortability with it, then you got left eye.
倉本さんちょっとわかんないですね。高村は一瞬映りましたけど、最初の方に。
And you know, you got to give
変
some
な方向に
respect
飛ん
to
でいく。
Left Eye, who completely left his previous job 6 months ago to fully focus in on competitive Fortnite, and he found himself at the Fortnite World Cup stage. I don't think it gets any better than that. That is a dream story here.
Yeah.
In competitive gaming,
you take those risks if you want it so badly. If you want it more than you have to breathe, you just go for that moment. You never know what's going to happen. This could very well be a lot of the people in this arena next year playing on that stage. Courage just say that they have a budget, so I'm just going along.
All right, but here we have Tfue playing his classic high ground center map, more or less. He does have a lead for the next zone.
Yep, movement options for him, which in the last game he had the shadow bombs. Didn't really pan out for him because King, very thirsty, went for just all the water he could possibly get out of that one. And I say he certainly was quenched in his thirst. But then Tfue, now this is sometimes you're flying and then you just become a that is unfortunate.
キレ中、怒っちゅうTfue。
Unfortunately, right there with
もうみんな屋根透かしてみて、もうここぞとばかり2、3人か撃たれましたもんね。
That's so difficult. There are times you fly into the sky and then the entire server just looks right at you.
だるそうなんか。
ちょっと画面に右端に寄ってる子映ってほしいんですよ。この子ポーションないな。
卵ないっす。
あ、ほんまや。一人やらんときついか。今回なんかでもいい感じにばらけてる。
Now they're both, yeah, they're both playing that little mind game right here.
真ん中の
Who's
方
gonna
です
go
もんね。
first now?
割と。
お、黒子今帰り。手前降りるとき撃たれると思ったらこんな削る。いや、確かに。
This is what we like to call a shambles loadout, as Link doesn't have much loot.
え、頭出とったか。
Doesn't have much loot, doesn't have much HP either. He's gonna have to try again in the next game. It's Robabs does manage to get the better.
マーフィンはマーフィン。
Man, this is intense. Now we're at 62 players remaining. Some players taking fights, others really just focusing on staying alive, staying in this one to the placement points.
That's right. Now we have Leshy back with Leshy. We saw him in
この人うまいっ
Neo
すよ。
Tilted, taking out the likes of Keemstar, Astonish in these 1v1 battles. Clearly not afraid to jump in your box. And oh man, with a loadout like this, 6 shockwaves, 3 launch pads, all the ammunition in the world, and zone favor right now.
日本人にしときましょうか。
He is looking
いや、絶対
very
日本人
good
じゃない
in
です。
game
どう
3
いて
right
も。
now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of builds. He's got tons of stuff to work with. No reason why Leshy can't make it to that end game. This is going to be interesting. Controller player. Let's not forget yesterday, Wolfie's controller player getting second place here in the Fortnite World Cup Duos competition, along with his teammate Rojo. Here's Leshy though, applying the pressure. With that shockwave nade, he gets right on top of a nice spot, nice position, kind of planning himself. Understanding a player's going to be around there, but now
めっちゃみんなから撃たれるやん。やばっ。
no choice. Gets tagged up a little bit, loses some of his shields. He'll be okay for the time being.
The amount of players you see on the stadium side that once he's shown his self to that angle right there, and everyone just collapsed on him. That is so scary.
Whoa,
and it's still coming
yeah.
in, but he's fending himself off, punishing another player off to the east side right there. Here's Leshy. He can figure out that that player is the same one that just tried to make a move on him. Could spell disaster.
あ、白桃見えました。
Evil Mayor doesn't have much to work with regarding health, right? He's sitting at just above half HP. Right above him is going to be Class. Got Peasus as well. Down low on the flooring. There's Class. Good loadout as far as weaponry.
今日バイトなんですけど、ワールドカップ見たくて早めに寝たのでこの時間に戻ってきました。お、なるほど。黒子寝不足ちゃん、それ。
I want to take advantage of Shadow Bomb or something like that rather than exposing yourself to the sky. But this is another play from earlier on. Actually, no, Storm Surge active currently, and we are in live. Apologies there.
So he's sitting on 2 ballers here. You see one here. He knows this opponent's gonna have to go for one, but I guess a little bit of scouting there is gonna realize someone's waiting, baiting all of the loot as well.
Also off screen, Leshy did take out Evil Mayor. You mentioned that before, Monster. Ended up happening in Storm now. 65 HP. Where's this player that went in for the fight?
It's Wakey. Wakey's right nearby. Storm and Wakey are sitting now in the zone here. Biding time here. Wakey, 3 eliminations, tied up for the most elims in the game so far. You have Wakey, Leshy, and Aspect all at 3 eliminations so far.
Just under 50 players remaining in game number 3. Players have boxed up. They want to play this slow game. Wait for anyone to make a mistake. It's going to be hard, but for some players like Dubs, they're going to need it. Because thus far, it has not gone well for, I would say, one of the favorites here.
For the shot, unfortunately, could not connect. Clarity's going to pick up poor gaming there instead. Dubs, we saw in the previous game, do that baller all the way to the end game. Really playing slow and methodical here. You can't stand still. Dubs is definitely not some target nearby.
I think they're just looking at each other. They know exactly what's going on. Circle's going to be closing down now. We're going to find out where the next one is. And that's when players start to prioritize these rotations, the movement.
また雪マップですかね、確かに最初は。公式見てきます。あ、OK です、クラマラさん。
Did it in game 2. He had the ball pretty much all the way until the end there. Got shot out of it. But it did bring him to a second place finish. Another top 3 finish for him, top 5, top 3, maybe even a victory royale, right? But ideally that.
41人か。
Trying to catch him right there. You saw that? You wanted to put him in the
アリの巣みたいになってますもんね。 やばい。
Player will have no idea what to do at that moment.
It's actually pretty interesting as well because Class is desperate right now for an Elam. He has to really feed off of a siphon. He doesn't have any other way to heal. Even taking the safety edits, making doorways so that he doesn't expose himself even for the slightest bit.
84 builds left for Class. Tons of builds here. And then the Storm. Now the Storm's starting to push. Look at Lecce. Still going for shots as players are moving about. I think I saw a player get right in his face. He did pop that shadow bomb. Now we're going to the game 1 winner, Bugha. He's dealt 420 damage in this match. Hasn't taken a single shot. 1 elimination for him right now. As now the action feed begins to fall. You see so many names getting eliminated one by one. Bizzle out of this one. That was from Lecce, who's having one heck of a game, taking out some big names.
なんか昨日ほどはあれですね、草本持ってるやついないですね。
ああ、確かに。
ソロやき。あ、今高村もいないですね。
マジっすか？
In this end game, just trying to avoid that
Fox
lower ground
Jimmy
congestion. All these players are just slammed in the middle right here. As Andretta gets the high ground, we haven't seen much of Andretta so far. But you gotta be careful, those shockwaves will really sting and take that placement from you.
Yeah, he has been laying low so far, but does manage to maintain the high ground. Lost it for a brief moment, but wisely enough went outside of the Storm to regain some of those builds. On the right side of your screen, you got Bugha and Lecce. Lecce, a great game that he's managed to put together with 5 eliminations. Bugha, your game 1 winner, maybe looking to get a second win on the board. How massive will that be for your current first place player?
Lecce just picked up his 6th elimination now. He is really popping off right here.
On Hoodjay too, a big player there and a big connection for him. Lots of builds to work with. Bugha does get another one. That's Kinzo.
Right through the trap he goes. Bugha, one of the superior box fighters in the Fortnite competitive scene right now.
Lecce went up for the high ground. If you see it on the left side, he went high ground. He does get possession of it, but ends up getting hit there by Andretta and finally eliminated. But what a run Lecce had in this game. Finally comes to a conclusion when he went for high ground. Now it's Bugha again with 11 players remaining. We're about to get into the top 10 here, Monster.
Bugha, last we saw, he does get taken out right there. Unfortunately, it's Peter Pan who takes him out with 6 eliminations. Peter Pan, the dark horse right now. He's going to get wiped out here too, but it's still a great game. Wakey, who we saw leading in eliminations at one point, is still popping off as well.
Skype's in this one as well. Maybe he's going to get a back-to-back win. River-san, he's got the high ground. He's got the explodes. He sees players. He has 11 builds, so he has to be very conservative with this. Does pop that player in the baller, forcing them down. Going in for the engagement now. More explodes. 5 remaining left. Player lands in front of him, and he tags him up for a lot of shields there. And River-san has to reset. Needs to be careful not to get hit by that storm. Someone's going to be a He's too good. Onto Skype. We're now sitting at a 1v1. 2 players left standing here. Who's it going to be down low?
ランチャーの弾補充した。やばいやばい。
It's Dubs down low. And River-san has Dubs on his sight. Who's going to get the win here? River-san navigating, tarping. He has 7 builds remaining. Dubs trying to play defense, giving himself any kind of cover that he can possibly maintain. But River-san, a few more explodes remaining. That could punish Dubs.
ついな、この下の人。
Down to the zone here, Golden Boy.
この人も資材ないからね。
And they're just telling him he gotta run. He goes into it. He's still holding position. Dubs has the high ground, but he does it.
おー、やられた。よかったな、今の。
よかった。
ロケランに甘えたな、さっきの最後の人。ああ、するかな。
資材なかったんですもんね。
資材なかったもんね。 リロードして結構もう体力がなかったですもんね、リロードで。
ここで落下ダメも食らって。
やるな。
当ててもだもん、2発全部。
これ資材なかったんか、こいつも。まあそりゃそうよな、あれば6ラクやったら撃たれたら。
フェイズ。
今の勝ったのは嬉しいろうな。
よかった今の。なんかこう言うてる。さだ今日仕事絶対しんどいんちゃう。
結局寝てましたからね僕。
夕方ですか、ワールドカップに備えて。
2時半まで寝て、9時から10時ぐらいまでも寝たっけ。
1時間じゃないかそれ。9時から10時って1時間ぐらいしか寝てなくないですか。
9時から12時、
ああ12時か。
They took their victories, yes.
Game 1 was Booga, Game 2 was Skype, and Game 3 was Dubs. 19 points, 1 point shy of taking second, and Booga, way to hold on to that positioning at the top of the mountain.
King is still here too, as is Psalm, as is Commandment. They've
あと半
all
分
been in the
か。
running, but that was a great fight to see
日
the
本勢
rest of
厳
the
しい
East
かな。
clash in those final moments.
I love it, man. I love it. Another, we look here at 11th through 20th. Epic Whale, Fwexy, and Isa all managed to get up in the standings here as
まあ
well.
けどまだ1位が26ポイントやもんね。
What a game that was. Game 3 did
ま
not
あいけん
disappoint,
こと
but I
は
did get
な
word.
い
We
み
have
たいな感じ
Dubs
ですよ
standing
ね。
by with Jordan Fisher to get his thoughts on that win.
マフィンも緊張してるんですか
A
ね。
massive, massive victory royale for Dubs here. A definite crowd favorite. A lot of people really excited to see you play today. 2 games in a row, 1v1 situations. Obviously, you're playing for
すごい自信に満ち溢れてる。
Your baller maneuverability, you're staying
今の
in
嬉
the
しいでし
baller
ょ。
for so long. Obviously helped you win that.
アジアいないと
The
思いますね、前
Rockets
々
are
さん。
coming down on you hard. What are you thinking in this moment? You're trying to get high ground. What's going on?
アジアいますね。
Last game, I was just purely playing for placement and try to hold out in the ball, and it worked.
Obviously, we got that big court.
キルかビクロイか取れてないとあそこまでいけないですもんね。16ポイントぐらい。
は
I'm gonna
い。
keep trying to play consistent, and I should be good.
Golden Boy, Monster D-Face. It's feeling amazing down here. How's it feeling up there?
I think the feeling's mutual, my friend, because these have been excellent games. I love duos, right? You and I have been talking
モン
about
グラール全然映ってないです
I love
ね。
passing duos.
モンゴル売
But
ってないで
there's
す
just
ね。
something special about when it's
死んじゃ
just
ってるんか。
the game solo.
ティフューめっちゃ怒ってた。
ティフューやばかったですね。大パンしてましたもん。
There's just no room for error in solos. There's no, buddy there, no battle buddy to come pick you up when you get dropped, when you get sniped for making an error. You cannot make a mistake. And we saw this sign earlier today. The Dr. Lupo is not. Oh, he's not. Hey, Dad Fam out there.
He's just
ビクロイ10ポイントですもんね。
As am I. So, what a game that was. And I understand, though, we actually have Cam standing by with a special announcement. Sundown, what's up?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Monster. And while we're here in the midst of the largest Fortnite event in history, you're probably wondering what comes next. Well, as we said before,
無理っしょ。だって今でちょうど2時間で半分ですよ。ちゃんと時間調整されてますよ。もうちゃんと6時過ぎですよ。
This will give players a chance to compete against the best of the best, where every single result matters, with a leaderboard to track results over the course of the season. Follow your favorite players on their quest to become the first season champions with millions of dollars at stake. Now, this is just a taste of what's to come, as we also plan on stepping up our competitive efforts across the board. So, keep your eyes peeled for more news as you respond your favorite competitors in the back half of the matches. Golden Boy, Monster, back to you, gentlemen.
Well, that's awesome. I didn't even know that was coming.
もう多分マヨマヨさんと黒子くんと僕と佐々木さんしか見てない。
Did you hear that? Every placement matters. Wait, is this something you guys have been wanting or something like that?
Oh, this is awesome stuff there. It's obviously not going to stop, and we're glad that that is the case. But focusing on what's at hand right now, Fortnite World Cup Finals here in New York City. And just a reset here. I'm Golden Boy along with Monster D-Face, and this has been quite the day. 3 games so far, did not disappoint. In game 1, we ended up seeing a huge victory.
佐々木さん寝てくださいね、もうあれやったら本当に。
Managed to pull it away in glorious
寝そうっすね。
4試合目と5試合目の間がやばそう。
Outpositioning Dubs, but Dubs got his redemption and picked up a game 3 win just now. He said with Jordan that he wanted to remain consistent.
そんなことないですね、初見です。初見さん、ホロさんいらっしゃいです。ゆっくりしてってください。
Yeah, you saw Dubs game 1 tried to get a little bit more aggressive, opting in to take that fight over by the Greasy Lake, and it did not pay off. So he took his lesson, took his little spanking, I dare say right there. He said, all right, you know what? I'm just going to stay away from that guy. You got to respect him on that rotation. He switched it up, and now he's finding himself in endgame. And that is the kind of adaptability you have to have as a Fortnite professional.
Yeah, it's necessary. 4-time qualified solo player is Dubs. And what I mean by that, when he qualified the first time for this event right here, he queued up again each week the competition was available.
僕みたいなすみません、配信にありがとうございます。
And then did it again. That's how good he was. Everyone doubted him. No one knew who this kid was. And then he shocks the world. That, my friend, is undisputed. But the next game is going to start up.
すごい角度やな、キーボード。
ですよね、やばい。始まりますよ。
The battle bus is getting loaded, and look at everyone in the stands. What about that Marshmallow concert earlier today? Incredible stuff, that live performance from him. You love to see it, but this has been a wild day thus far.
Now the question is, can Bugga, Skype, and Dubs continue to hold their lead? We saw King fall out of the running last game, and it set him back 4 placements.
That's right. King is going to be someone we have to keep a keen eye on. Not a king eye.
Keep 調子悪いんですかね。
Keep a king eye on him.
ティフィまたジャケット着てますね、今日から。
I think someone on the Fortnite competitive Reddit said, if you have that name and you take
あれなんで黒ホーメッセージ消したの ?8 時間。
But there's the standings once again to get you all up to speed. Bugga's still holding on to his first place position.
観客でテンション低いやつを探す自分がいた。いやー盛り上がっフロスティフライトにも6人ぐらい降りてるんですけど。
Frosty Flights, what is going on there? I see 7 arrows or
6人どころじゃないです。8人ばいいます。
so.
こんなとこ降りてるんやこいつ。
もう1人死んだ。
In great fashion, you can see he's playing the crack shot house here, where tons of chests spawn.
I'm also noticing. I saw another player there. I did not expect that. Another body by the block, but he ended up disengaging out of there. And Clarity G off screen, Legend Dian as well. They're going to be some of the first to fall in game 4.
Here's a nice little fun fact. 46 of 68 points were scored in the online opens through Dubs placement strictly. So he definitely knows how to get to endgame. We already know him as one of the most mechanically gifted players, especially with his duo partner Mega, who, by the way, they're both qualifying. One of the only teams that are full qualified.
And sitting right next to one another as well, as you saw when Dubs picked up the win. His first person to congratulate his Mega. Now, Rux. There you go. That's what I want out of Rux. At the start, Arkram. That is a big elimination. Shaking the head, shaking the head.
Feels
すごい収集する。何これ。
When friends collide. Ouch.
Yeah, that is a rough one. Then you got Nixon Niddle. Nick's a Brazilian player. He was clinical during the qualifiers.
こういう戦い僕嫌やわ。こういう睨み合い。
Each and every week that he played, everyone in the region, everyone in the Brazil region knows how good.
いや普通にボイチャ来るって黒僕。
There's one player right below him.
ボイチャ来るって。モブ好きやな。
We'll have that shield advantage. Middle, a little weak on the HP side as well.
Listen, Nyx is here to show why he's the first qualified solo and duo player from the Brazilian region. There's only a few players who have the title of being fully qualified or double qualified for the competition here.
防御もうまいもんな。
hearing all that movement up above him.
あ、そうか、ディスコ角度方向ね。おお、エイブやば。
すごいな。ノリノリやな。
ノリノリやな、マイケル君。すげえ、チッチッチってした画面に向かって。相手年上やったらどうすんの？
あ、マーフィン。
あ、ほんまや、マフィン。マフィン。マフィンが俺のスキン着てる。
ほんまや。あ。
ああ、もう終わった。
Years of age. Got a lot of great players from Japan.
ディスコよくわからない。
Tons of young competitors. We saw a great performance from Sinnoh.
マフィンずっと起きての画面やったら佐々木さんもさすがに起きてんちゃいます。
Really been going at it here.
わからん。
もうやばいですもう。
The only players here, so the winner of this one's going to take it all. 7 builds for Lightweight currently. HP, Little Dire. Twins also.
一瞬ティフューに見えるやな、この人も。
Won't get an opportunity to be able to pop that big potion there unless he goes for it. Okay, he's making it happen. He's going for the big potion pop, and he does get it. That's going to give him a slight advantage in this fight.
The difference was no hesitation here as Letwike is going back in it. Disadvantage here.
Oh, that shield's going to be gone out of that one monster. Let does go up above him, and no! Twins got caught looking. And that's Let, who will benefit with that chug jug.
I'll tell you this, so much confidence. Confidence is key when it comes down to these PvP battles. He just went.
マフィン HP やばいな。当てる当てる。
The win there, but Ghost Issa, we haven't seen any Shifty Shafts action all weekend
合わ
long.
ないな。
Good to see Ghost Issa here on the main stage as he deserves as much love as anyone else. What's he gonna do? How's he gonna represent for himself and his fans?
It's a battle, cross-regional battle here between Moffin
and
Moffin from Japan.
きついな、マフィン。これ多分 HP ないやろ。向こう焚き火もあるし。
Issa, well-known player in the space. He's been at this for quite a while. Off screen, you just saw King's name in the action feed against Team.
うわー、別来た。やばい、マフィンやばい。
In these fights, you just don't expect when another player they're gonna hear the gunfire, so they're gonna try and push the fight, maybe get an advantage out of it, and it's mega.
やばいやばいやばい。マフィンやばい。マフィンやばい。
Moffin does not have that floor quite yet. Moffin's holding it down. Does he get the hack through? Moffin goes in. That's gonna be another one. Number 2 for the Mega Man.
We wanted some Shifty Shafts action, and
Muffin!
They are just unfortunately in the warpath of Mega. He lands right
時来たな、この子。
いいな、こいつ。
and catch him off guard.
キング頑張れ。
Taking out
キング。
Yeah, the King elimination on Teak.
高村は？
All right, unknown army.
あそこでフリントノック当てれますあれ。
At one point, he was actually somewhat shunned out of the competitive discourse for being too aggressive. Little did he know that was the perfect way to find himself here at the World Cup stage because it was all about pushing players and getting eliminations.
Everyone has their opinion and strong opinions on within the competitive community.
I'll tell you this, he came right back as being everyone's, favorite friend all of a sudden.
That's good. That's good. Obviously, it's this is a competitive game that is still continuing to evolve and grow.
いやー、マフィンなー。ねえ、コロさん。
Personalities and stuff. I understand we do have a replay though from one of the other eliminations that had happened earlier on. This is Pika. Look at this, Pika jumping forward, finds one front. That's the third party, and this player now having to look at.
おお。
強っ。
Pika made him pay.
Pika ordered a quick 2-piece chicken nugget, and Aqua was a part of it. That's so unfortunate. Aqua's really been struggling so far in the solo competition, but I'm sure it's a breeze for him now, being that he had such a huge day yesterday. But jumping in with Zayt here.
Right now, Aqua's playing with house money. That's what we like to say. Huge performance from Zayt yesterday, but unfortunately for him, not going to be the case in Game 4. Hood J, his first elimination is on to one of Fortnite's greats, Zayt. But the fight continues against Dracons.
It's an artillery strike right here, and Dracons is going to have to back up here. Hood J is going to get a moment of peace because he's in the lowest level. He doesn't have to worry too much. Dracone's trying to axe his way through the middle and he's trying to loot right there. That's his loot, respectively, if he can snatch it really quickly. But he's more focused on this battle right now.
And
sets up a cone as well.
And Dracone's, you know, from the Brazilian region, so there's just aggression. That's what they do. They'll go after the fights and they want to get in your face. They don't care. They don't care what region you're from.
Absolutely loving the rhythm right now. He's really messing with the cadence of his axes, but he's going to get punished. And now he's the one who's on the defense right here as he backs up and takes the defensive stance.
Doesn't have any shields, no minis, unlike Hood J, who has 2 more remaining.
This is bounce back. He's got all the mats now, Golden Boy.
Yeah, he's got everything to work with. Sometimes you got to go, just farm up, pick up as much as you can. Or maybe even disengage from a fight. It may not be worth it. It's okay to disengage. Play the safe game. There's no reason that you got to get aggressive, get in their face. We understand that is what the region likes to do, but in this instance, hey, you're playing for the long game.
And I talked with Macwood and Calculator in the Players Lounge for a while, and I asked him, what do you do if someone disengages? Do you respect a good disengage? And he says it depends, you know?
こんなんありましたっけ？
You guys are in a weird situation, don't give it up.
このロボットですか？
こんな色のやつ。
あ、ありましたありました。僕こいつの女持ってますよ。
赤でしたっけ？
赤、男の子です、赤。
Little defense, but he ends up getting tagged, and now it's going to be him on the back foot. Has to take a moment. Pop a mini.
It's a best case scenario for him because he still has full whites here. He did not lose normal health points.
一応サバには入りました。あ、黒子くんサバ入ったの。
Two quality players right now scrambling against. Get rid of the trees so that you can get above.
呼び方がわからんすけど、どうしたらいいの？
いや、見ますよ。
あ、おったおった。すごい盛り上がってる声。
盛り上がってる。
やばいな、すごいなこれ。ロゴくんやばいな。
やばいっすね。山田さんここ行って暴れてきたらどうですか。
もう開幕しやろ全部。防御やばいし。
攻めるタイミングとかすごいですよね。
They're gonna get ticked for 1 in the zone, and they're pretty far from it.
Doesn't want to play off that camera angle, but he's going to chuck a brilliant grenade right there. It's going to open up the box.
Now you're inside of the storm monster. What do? You're engaging.
うまいグレネード。
うまいな。うわー、やばい。
大パンチ
大パンチしてんだ。あー、ジャンプあるから余裕こいてたんか、余裕っていうか落ち着いて戦ってたんかな。いけキング。
キング今5位？
キング5位やったっす。
お、機材めっちゃある。
この人さっきすごいポンプヘッド当ててたし。
I do like to set myself up for failure sometimes, so I'll pick up the burst test. It won't really end that well for me, but for these players,
高村残ってんのかな。
take advantage of each item in Fortnite. They're so good at really working with what's in front of them. Now the format, as we mentioned before, we're pretty far from it. Okay, so when you get to 25th place, that's when the placement points start to tick. But each elimination is going to give a crucial point. These have been some low point games. If you watch the online qualifiers wondering, man, we're seeing players getting 60, 70, 80 points, even 100 in some instances. Those are the online qualifiers, a different format. These are the best players in the world going against one another. The gameplay is going to slow down just a little bit as they all
Kinstaマジでハットに中。
for the position.
Yeah, this is definitely that time in the game when everyone kind of positions up and the heavy congestion begins, but King doesn't care about that. Because he's king, he's looking for a fight. And arguably the worst
攻めるよなキングな。
approaching zone 4 and 5 here.
このねすごい肝っ玉。
He does not want anyone else to sit up upon that throne. It should only be him, but it's okay. Sometimes you don't have to be that thirsty. You can move away That player popped that ramp in front of him. He gets out.
And look at this, look at that. That was so brilliant. He changes his angle there. He says, you know, I'm not going to use this side. I'm going to go around and start collapsing in on you. Just losing or pushing that player out in uncomfortable ways.
Oh, I like this. He's going down low.
Master at finding angles here. He's just looking for the best way to break apart his opponent right now. And he's really playing mind games. Now, suddenly, this guy doesn't know what side he's safe on. He's losing all forms of real estate right here.
You know, King, he just constantly wants to be in your face. He's done it in each game that has happened. And he always seems to just know where everyone is. Like that
前の試合で初動落ちしても動いて、いや確かにキングの強気な感じすごい。お、ユタカーメンさんさん。全然寝落ちに使ってください。キング WDC 入ってくれへんから。
勧誘してください。
1000万円ぐらい積んだらいけますかね。
多分いけなさそうじゃない。
確かに僕も1000万って言った強気に言ったつもりが全然多分あかんやろな。だってこれの20位入って1000万でしょまず。
ちゃうでしょ。もう参加で1000万。
ああそう参加でやば。ワールドカップ待ってから普通の試合でのスティングを持つの増えてき、いやー確かに。みんなスティンク持ってる。
This is ridiculous.
Look, he's still going.
He does not care, people. King wants to jump into your mind.
キングやば。
うまい。
キングやば。
What a beast.
He's not here to
うまい。
こうまいわね。やば。今スパチャしたいですもん。うまい。しかもチャグ掘るところが男らしい。ああ一応確保か。
Get us a VOD review, please.
We can just agree on that. Wild stuff, man. Gets the
うますぎやなねユタカメさん。前川さんも星ついてる。
Right to the kisser.
He's already looking.
高村は高村。
That fight too is a lot of players would have just stayed stationary in that position. Storm was coming in.
They would have been content with being somewhere safe.
He had a target and he just went right for it.
Incredible. Here we have Dubs now. Center zone. Still has a baller. Bucky still in the running here. Leshy also getting right next to Dubs. Also has a baller, so they're probably not gonna get into too much.
モングラウルもティフィーも高村も見えないんですけど。
Storm Surge is still a thing.
確かに。
Maybe they would be baller buddies.
Maybe. But you're right though about the Storm Surge. You really are because.
コロさんありますかね高村。もう4試合目ですよこれ。
How many fights has he actually gotten into? Someone's gonna be above. There's Dubs. Minigun. That minigun goes right through your builds. Very powerful against structures.
Dubs only with 2 eliminations is actually the match leader, and that's because he's just damaged.
ここでいい順位取ったら結構
そうですね。
That's why you want to be proactive. You want to shoot at anything that moves. Because realistically, you don't know when you're going to find yourself in that precarious situation where you have to push someone like pretty much, without wanting to.
And we were talking about this before we jumped on the cast. I think it was Zayt we were discussing. He was really good at not putting himself in a position, but still to get hurt, but still take shots. And Benji Fishy against Storm. First elim for him there.
Saw that he put the trap above his head through the window edit, opens it up and hits him with the pump.
Now we're on his perspective. But as we were mentioning,
黒子くん何で見てんの？プレステ見れんなったよなこれ確か。
そうなんですか？一度なんかワナさんの配信見ながら。
キング頑張れ。
2 eliminations, 53 builds for him, running with that blue combat shotgun. Great range on that item. It's far away though from where the half in, half out circle is going to be. We're at zone 5.
黒子くん普段のゲームとディスコードと全然超えちゃう。
確かに。
ディスコードの方が大人っぽく聞こえる。
声変わりしたよ。
マジですか？じゃあ俺ずっとこっちで喋りますね。
なんか鼻にティッシュいっぱい詰めてるみたい。
確かに。あ、ティフィおるわ。
じゃああれですかね、これからも鼻にティッシュ詰めて喋れば。
うまいな。防御してそのジャンプアップ。おお、ティフュー。ヘビースナーで2試合とも使ってるね、ティフュー。
What are the chances of that one? Yeah, the good old community launch pad right there. Great neighbors.
Paying attention to what's going on here. And Tifu make a big comeback for himself here.
A little concerned about that player who had edited out.
アンチエグいな、これまた。
エグいっすね。あ、
山か。
くんぼぶさん、こんばんはです。ゆっくりしてってください。
こんばんは。
おお。あ、取れへんかったか、TV。ヒロさんから来ました。またすいません。ヒロさん寝ちゃったんですかね。
tarp in, but now he becomes the target of the server because he's only building in wood here.
People can take note of the structures being used.
Yaba.
Give you an indication as to where they are currently. Players do build around 2-box metal, perhaps. Metal, the strongest structure.
こいつまだボール持ってんのか。
Maybe you're watching for the first time, wondering what's going on here.
ああ、かゆくないな。
ボールももう一瞬で壊れる。
やば。
Has tons of materials though. He just has to play for placement to continue to hold this lead that he has right now on the competition. King gets taken out by Mongrone. Fortunately, right there.
ティフュー順位全然あかんと思いますよ、コロさん。
And the kill feed is lighting up right now.
終盤、久々に初めて残ったんちゃいます TP4 試合目で。あ、くんぼぶさんゆっくりしてってください。ありがとうございます。わあ、マジか。高村やん。え、ちゃうわ。え、高村じゃなかった。
高村いますわ。
高村いる。黒ホク応援して。
頑張れ。
高村一番下におる。
一番下っすね、マジで。
はい。
大丈夫か。けど HP もフィールドもある。
ティフューこんな怖かったっけ。
怒ってますからね。
高村飛んだ、大丈夫。あ、シャドウボムで高村いったいった。
モングラールも来てますよ。
うわ、ティフィ死んだ。高村映ってる、高村映ってる。
高村4キル。
すげえ。
死罪1100あるね。
おお、いいね、高村いけ。あー、惜しい惜しい。
あ、けどこれもう上なんのじゃないの。
よう見てんな。
いける。
いける。ああ、もうなんでええとこでモングラルは今はええ。うまいな、モングラール。うまい。高村残ってる。高村4キル。HP やばいけど高村。
やばいですね。
やばいな。 やば、モングラルの血の気。やば。
野獣や。
おい、やば、モングラル。
あ、高村がやられたかいかな。
うわー、1v1 モングラル。あと1人。
12か体力。死んだよね。
うわー、惜しい。あ、顔寄ってる人じゃん、これ。めっちゃ横のモグラル睨んでる。めっちゃ睨んでる。
In that round right there.
Mongrel was running a rough shot in the He has performed in so many competitions at a high level, and it's no surprise.
入れられたな、めっちゃ。すごいよな、そこでアンチ外に行って打つ根性。
上から削ってたから、もういったよ、
もう白やみたいな感じか。え、モグラルじゃないから横。
あ、モグラルじゃない。
じゃないな。
日中でも
似てる。笑ってる前々さんみたいな。まあ昨日のミトロダウンして2人モングラルやって蘇生した時、グーパン自分で両手やってからのミトロに「オラ行くぞ!」みたいなやってたモングラルおもろかったね。
あ、ピーターパンって韓国な。いまだに1位か、こいつは。
確かにモングラルの勝利モデル何人いるやら。本当そうです。高村これでも入らんねや。20位。モングラルがこれで20位なんや。
Benji, Savage, or anyone else here in the top 20 because they have
what it takes. The
point threshold is everyone is in the running for top 10
あと2
right
試合
here, and that's life-changing prize on the line here. The stakes are so high.
あと食い物作ってきますわ。
あ、OK です。OK です。黒軍どうやった今の試合。575で。
575ですか。575か。モブ。
ポケット鉄こうだほんま。年上の人にインタビューしてもらってんのにほんま。ポケットから手を出せお前は。
Final 10 people. I mean, some of the players that were there are all capable of clutching this up.
After I got the high ground, I was just focused on playing safe, make sure I don't lose the high ground, make sure no one in.
よう AK であんな当てるな上から。これ下に降りたかったのにちょっと横行っちゃったんかな。あと何試合ですか？あと2試合です。誰か次の試合までレッドブル持ってこい。あいつはさだけど高から不死勝利確かに。いや頑張ってほしいなマーフィンと。
マーフィン結構キルできてると思うんですけどね。
あ、キルはできてるけど終盤残ってない感じマーフィン。
多分そうっすね。
黒ゴクめっちゃイケボディスコード。
はい。
めっちゃディスコードイケボ。
マジですか？あ、じゃあこれからもうフォートナイトパーティーチャットじゃなくてディスコで喋りますよ。
一人で喋ることになるけど大丈夫。
大丈夫ですね。
わらびさんすごい声が大人っぽいですけど社会人ですか？僕普通におっさんです。32です。マフィン運悪いな、確かに僕32ですよ、ユタカーメンさん。さっき優勝して応援してる人0人説。
In the early game against Arkham. We've talked about Arkham a number of times. This duel has been going on every single game here. Rux takes the better of Arkram and gets the loadout that he needs to push on forward here with the infantry rifle and the combat shotgun.
あ、この人が最高キルした人ってこと？
Only one mat
そん
remaining
な
through
こと
this
じゃない
entire
か。
time. Doesn't quite get those mats after finding the elimination onto Core Gaming, so he's working through old structures here, other players' structures, and that's when you start going sneaky beaky mode. He stays crouched, make sure that no
ポケットに
sound
鉄
is
コー
coming
ナ
through
ー、いやもうエンターテイナーですから、ちょっとクスッと笑っていただければ。
A nice shot there onto Light. Unbelievable flick shot with the combat shotgun. And then this is when I believe it was somebody else took high ground here. Beautiful retake. It's Stompy. Rux brings himself up into 5th place with that.
めっちゃ意外で20ぐらいと思うんですよ。そうなんですよ。僕だから仕事をしながら家庭もあるんで、いつも配信時間くっそ遅いんですよ。しないことの方が多い。
In the top 10, we always see his name, whether it be solos or even in duos, along with his teammate Pika. They always have.
さっき優勝した人マジでなんか癖強い。
So no shocker there, but this is what a wild ride, right? We've been on.
ピーターパンって聞いたこと全然ないわ俺。この選手の代表の国の人は、あ、韓国か。なんて打ってそれを変換してきたやろ、コロさん。
Like honestly, the energy for the arena here because he has had some of the wildest moments so far.
この前デュエルしてたのに。
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's been a wild ride here, but that's going to do it for myself and Monster D-Face.
嫁はんのダイレクトアタックはやばかったこの前のデュエルは。
Now we're going to go to a quick
いや
break.
ー
When
ま
we come
た
back, Courage
あ
and
れや
Dr.
っても
Lupo
らい
take
たい
the stage one
い
more
や
time.
2回目はおもんないって黒子くん多分。
いや面白いですよ。多分もっと新しいネタを持ってくれば。
なんで俺に仕込まそうとしてる。もう喉ガラガラやけどな、あの後2、3日。
マジですか？
うん。1時間半遊戯の声真似してみ。
Fortnite fam, I am wdch underscore. I am joined here at the front of the house with David. We're going to talk a little bit about how all of these systems work.
何時からバイト？朝から？
朝からで、まあ夕方の
So David, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me here.
夕方もう夜やん7時って。
Tell me a little bit about what all of the
まあそれまで特にやることないんで。
So basically, this is controlling all of the lighting and all of the video for the entire show. We're pushing out all the videos that you see on all the screens, any camera shots that go up there. And then we're also making sure
あ、ゆたかめさんありがとうございます。そんなもうやっぱりマッチ君界隈の人も皆さん優しい。ありがとうございます。今嫁も子供も実家帰ってるんで、ワールドカップで叫びたい放題ですけどね。
Give me a little bit of some factoids about how all of this production pulls power and you know what goes.
さっきのやつが勝つとは思わなかったわ。確かにね、モングラルが僕が勝つと思ってたよ。彼は勢いがあってすごいキルで残り 1v1 になった時にちょっと AK を当てられて HP が貧弱になってしまったからね。でも君の美貌に僕は解説を忘れてここに一言言わせてもらうぜ。愛してるよってね。
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you って言ってるやんこの女の人。
There are so many
ちょうどいいとこで切れたな。
into all of this. So when you guys are out in the stands
今日
watching
1
the
時
World
に
Cup
起き
this
て
weekend,
7時半に家出ないとだから地獄今日寝ない。僕ももう年と仕事行きますよ今日。マジか、みんな大変やな。今日1時に起きて7時半に家出ない。7時半ってもうこれ6時過ぎ終わりますよ。大丈夫かなみんな。マヨマヨさんも寝落ちしそうってちょっと元気になったし高村出てきたから。コロさんもユタカーメンさんもクンボブさんも無理せんといてくださいよもう。あ、黒ホグがエリートエージェントやった。
やっぱモブエージェント
モブエージェントワールドカップのトラップ俺怖いんやけど。
あー分かんないですもんね。
どっちのかうおってなるわ。
みんな当てるなちゃんと。
八宝菜、酢豚、麻婆豆腐。
あっち向いてハイカーラ。
こっちは八宝菜。 초반이 한번쯤한테 좀 하다장 같은 거 아니야. 뭐야半分に夏休みか。僕は朝予定があるんですけど、今日は特に予定ないです。今日で終わりやんな、黒国あれ。
終わりですね。
板上さん今日までですね。フォートナイトでトゥナイトは。いっつもピザの映像出てちょっと腹減るんやけど。
買ってきましょうか。
買ってきてもピザってデリバリーやからあれやな、届いたところで俺お金払わなあかんやな。
代金はあれですよ、 PC でいいですよ。
やばいな、すごい高いピザやな。お、モングラールの紹介で、モングラール紹介。
ゼン
みんな眠たくない？大丈夫？
編集早っ。
ピザ欲しい。ピザトースト食うてて、昨日なんかその次ピザ食うとったもんな。その日に。あ、黒子軍やん。いけ黒子軍、モングラール倒せ。黒子軍がトラップでやられた。
モブっすね。ダメっすね、やっぱ俺が出ないとダメっすね、これ。
黒子が半泣きで4試合目ぐらいとかやってんじゃん。
多分1試合目でも半泣き。
やば。
まあ言うてモブしかいないんで。
あ、ちょっと落ちます。全然板亀さんいってらっしゃいませ。ティフィーせっかくあれやな、ヒョウ柄のジャケット脱いで死んだからまた着直したのに。ティフィークレヨンしんちゃんのバラ組のチーター君みたいやで、もうティフィー
ペーター君ですよ。
セーター君。
ティフィーなんかいつもより怖いですね。
そうそうそう、怖いよな。
This is the most basic and also dangerous version of the tunnel, since you're not covering horizontally. You're exposed from your sides. However, you save materials by doing this. The materials you spend covering your sides quickly add up. Then, if you need to go diagonally to get where you need to go, you often see players do the diagonal.
この時間が一番休憩時間やろ、黒子。あと2試合やろ。1時間10分で2試合。
This is very useful since sometimes you'll encounter enemies that you want to get away from on the road to the Victory Royale, or the next safe zone is in a diagonal direction. So just change directions and move, but make sure to stay safe from the storm. Now we talked about how you're exposed from your sides. In both versions, you can add walls to either side, or both left and right, or even in front as well. This gets really hard really fast, and this is why it's so impressive that not only are these high-level players tunneling so fast and without error,
やっぱどのスキンもかっこよく見えんな、ワールドカップ来てたら。
そうですね、もう自分が持ってたらもう今すぐ使いたいぐらいですね。
やっぱディオより展開が早いよな。
そうですね。
ディオはなんか結構。もう攻めづらいですもんね、ディオ。忍者ってどうなってるんですか？忍者昨日、前々さんあれ、なんていうかな、司会者ドクター・ルポをさっきおったとこに立ってましたよ、前々さん。お、ティフューやで。
やっぱ怖く見えるんですよね、戦ってる時。
フォートナイトクリップスとかで配信してる ティフューとか別にそこまで怖く見えへんのにな。
笑顔っすよね。こんにちは、フォートナイトクリップスです。
今回はワールドカップ最終戦で見せたティフューの7キロビクトリーロイヤルをフォートナイトクリップスでまとめてみました。皆さんはもうご存知かと思いますが、 今回のバトルパスはテフューが考えたと言われてるスキンです。皆さんも手は100まで目指してこのテフューのスキンをゲットしましょう。最後に
めちゃめちゃダサくないですか？
最後に新しい建築が発見されたのでそれも動画にまとめてきましたので皆様よければ最後までご視聴いただければと思います。では良い週末を。フォートナイトクリップスでした。なんだあいつ。
안녕하세요. 저의 이름은 김도환이고 플레이어 닉네임은 wdch입니다. 나이는 그리고 14살입니다.
誰ですかこれ？パクソックス？
わかんないですこれ。
誰だこれ。
He's disciplined.
Jay drops down.
He's focused.
That was an ambitious play.
He wants to push it.
What a charge through the box in there.
That's what he needs to do to become the best.
フォー J。
ホート J。
メタ。
丸メガネ。ファックスオフちゃう。あ、違いましたか。はい、グレタモンさんやん。
I'm Juno. I'm the coach for T1's Fortnite division.
こんな授業あんのプロゲーマー。
When he was a free agent, he's the youngest player in our team.
저는 포트나이트 선수로서 일선에 있는 아파트에서 팀원들과 함께 부산에서 생활하고 있습니다.
すごいいっぱいおる。
놀거리가 가장 많고 저희 팀원은 가족 같고 가족보다 뭔가 좀 더 끈끈하고 좀 더 위인 그런 팀인 것 같습니다.
패밀리.
The team really looks at Jay as the little brother that everybody wants to take care of.
저는 일어나자마자
盗撮ドローンで授業ないです。
교실에서 포트나이트를 할 수 있다는 거에 대해서
同じ部屋に集まって練習してんねや。
His tempo is quite a bit faster than a lot of the other players.
Jay runs on forward.
아무래도 건설이라든지 편집이라든지 그런 부분이 좀 재미있어서이기도 하고 제 목표를 달성할 수 있기 때문입니다. 저는 포트나이트 게임을 시작할 때 이기자라는 목적으로 많이 시작합니다.
こういうの作ってもらうのいいっすよね。かっこいい。宣伝になるし。
僕が佐々木さん家の隣やったら作りますよ僕。
ゲーミングハウス？
いやこうやって撮影して日頃の
撮影。
佐々木さん密着して。
끝나면은 자랑스럽게 해드릴게요. 꼭 몸 관리 잘하시고 그리고 끝나면 바로 갈게요 집으로. 네.
頭絶壁やもんな。
세계 최고 플레이어가 되고 싶은 이유는 아무래도 부모님인 것 같습니다. 가끔씩 부모님이라는 생각이 가끔씩 들어서 이게 동기부여가 되지 않나 싶습니다.
確かに、わやさん確かに。もう取りつかれてるみたいに編集されてる。かっ
こいい。
テフュー。さっきの丸眼鏡イケメンに見えてきた。確かにうまい人かっこいいですよね。この今スクラッチしてる人ってマシュメロの中身の人ですか？
ちゃうでしょ。
あ、ちゃうんか。ジョン・ウィックですか？
キアヌ・リーブスですか？
お、みゆこさんこんばんはです。こんな時間にいつかわなびさんもここに。いや、僕と佐々木さんは3年後ここに立ちます。
1500位ですよ、僕はアジア。
嘘じゃないですから。アジア1500位ですよ。アジア何をもおると思ってるんですか、佐々木さん。
これ韓国人ながらか、日本人ながらか。
でも外人、そういうアジア顔の外人かもしれないですよ。頑張れキング。キングじゃねえ、高村マフィン。こんな大会であの年齢でああやって攻めていける度胸がすごいわ。
すごいっすね。かっこいい。
DJ みたいなのディスクブンバースターでいきそう。いや、これなんだかんだ難しいでしょ。僕もわかんないですけど。どうなんすかね。
この今出し音を手で出しました。手出してますからね。ランチパッドで。
あ、全部。始まるかな。ちょっとトイレ行ってこよう。
Fortnite World Champions in solos. History is about to be made here, folks. And now I want to ask everyone here in the arena, are you ready? Let's do it one more time. I'm going to ask you again. Are you ready? Let's send it over to your casters for the last two games, Courage and Dr. Lupo.
Over a year ago, the Fortnite World Cup was announced, and here today it culminates in the final two games of the solos competition. $30 million in prize money this weekend, and in two games, Dr. Lupo, we will crown another Fortnite World Champion.
We've seen a ridiculous number of plays from everybody on the field.
Yep.
Even moments like King going out, literally the first eliminated one game immediately after, just slaying out in the lobby. We love to see gameplay like that. Very aggressive from a number of players that honestly a lot of us didn't even expect to show up on the board. You have to remember though, every single player that has qualified for the solo finals here at the Fortnite World Cup in New York City is at the top of their game. 40 million people played through. This is what's left, the best of the best of the best.
We know the storylines continue throughout this lobby of the 100 best players in the world. We have two games left. Our standings, well, they're very close, and Sundown's going to update us on where they lock up.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage, with only 2 matches left to decide who is the world champion solo player, who is the best of the best of the best. We're going to take a look at what the standings currently look like and what needs to happen. So the first thing you're going to see right away is the runaway train Booga up top. One victory royale leading the pack with 15 eliminations at 37 points, 8 points clear. But we talked about it a little bit yesterday and a lot during the qualifiers. What is a reasonable game to expect? We've seen a lot of the victory royales today actually coming from more passive players. They've been getting around 11 to 12 points apiece. We've been seeing high volume eliminations happening in the early and the mid game. But right now, looking at this board, Peter Pan sitting in 10th place right now is just off of the mark. He's 16 or 18 points off. With a reasonable game, he could challenge towards that. Let's take a look at the second page, because then from 10th to 20th, it is a 4-point difference. Mongrel, with a fantastic performance in the last game, pushes himself into contention, and this top 20 is the line where you will see an increase in that prize bonus. You want to be at minimum on this page when all is said and done. 2 matches are left. We have already seen World Champions crowned in creative and duo.
マフィン無理かな。2連ドンとかしべたら確かにそれめっちゃしびれる。ワールドカップあと2試合7時間で終わります。6時過ぎには終わりますよ多分。
Thank you, Sundown. The standings so close, all for the coveted trophy. And
黒ココミュートしてる。黒コ君だけやろピーターパン応援してんの。
いや俺ワナさん応援してますよ。
俺出てたんか。オッケーオッケー、任して任して。どうボケろと。俺佐々木さんとか黒コがこの場に立って俺なんかボトガとかああいう風な立ち位置に降りたいわ。
ああ俺立つことないっすけどね。
始まった。高村マフィン行け。
はいさん、僕布団の中で見ますわ。
あ、全然もうパソコン切ってください。全然佐々木さん。
お疲れです。
あ、お疲れ様です。ありがとうございます。
お疲れ様です。
黒コも布団でねえや。喋っといてくれんの俺。
俺寝ないっすよ。
相手してくれんの。みこさん日本ちょっとまだあかんすね今の状況。あと2試合しかないんですけど6試合中。
もっと頑張ってもらいたいですね。
こんなおピーターパンすごいふてくされてんな。チンチン書くな。佐々木さんお疲れ様です。お疲れ頑張れ。関金さん頑張れ。強すぎて出てなかった。ウームの重鎮でしょ関金なんてね。フォートナイト会じゃん。あ、一人でボールのとこ降りれた。
ボールどうなんすかね。あんま打たれないんですかね。
いやでも結構ボロボロやったね。さっきフェイズのちょっと太ってる子もうミリとかやったね。やば。
もうあれですかね、移動早くできるぐらいですかね、メリット。
いやでも最終アンチあったら強くない？どうなんやろ。
どうなんですか、壊されちゃうんですかね、もう。
ああ。どうなんやろ。キルしてる戦ってるやつを映すからな。だからボールムーブのやつ映らんもんな。
知らないっすね。
ショットがあんなに遠くから打つやつ他にいない。
あれですよ、マシュメロがセイキンショットやったらしいですよ。
ああ、やってた忍者と一緒。あ、なんかツイッター上がってたな。マシュメロはシャアだやろ、本業じゃないのに。国に戻ったら俺モングラール倒し優勝したでって一生言ってそう。あ、高村か。正金って調べただけ正金ショットが出てきた。マジっすか、ここさ。こういう睨み合い嫌やわ。
まだ高村もマルフィもどっちもあれなんですかね、20位以内入ってないですか。
はい、いや高村は1回入った。さっきキル数関係あります皆さん。キル数ポイントと順位点とで。うわ、やばい。ケンブリッジアスカやばい。
Arkham down below. Will he begin to throw these grenades? It doesn't appear so. Only 6 builds left. And remember, with only 2 games remaining in the competition today.
お互い HP。あ、ポーション飲んでるか。最近ショットガンで一応ヒカキンさん知ってるんですよ。そうなんですか。世界共通正規ショット。 あ、引いたか。税金の顔見てたらなんか心配になる。どうも皆さんこんにちは。税金 TV の税金です。キング頑張れ。僕はこの子を応援してる。
キングポジ
あ、やばい。キングやば。キングマジでやばい。やば。いけ、リクトジュニア。ナイス、リクトジュニア。ナイス。僕のリク君のイメージこんな顔してそうやねんけど。今のはやばい。キング、もうキングのファンになる僕。こいつまた1位やったっけ、黒子君。
1位じゃないですかね。結構。This point going to be the most important thing is getting ahead of the game here as the storm is pressing on in. He's only against one other player down here in Lucky. So the opt to rotate out to the west towards
司会者盛り上げてやるよ。
Doesn't want to get challenged. He's got a free rotation up now. Slip is right there. Without realizing it too, he is relatively close to two llamas in the south edge of the map.
Wonderful spot, either of them, one on his left, one on his right. I doubt he will since he's going through the low ground, but Booga, so far, man, 3 out of the 4 games has been fantastic performance.
やばいな。高村とマフィン大丈夫かな。
もうあと2試合なんで最後まで残ってもらいたいですね。
マフィン全然活躍してないもんな。みんなショックウェーブ持ってんな。
やっぱ壁壊せると強いですよね。
Down to 81 players remaining as this first circle starts to close. 52 seconds left before that happens.
And this is first zone, very central on the map. No super drastic rotations need to come on through. Here's a replay from earlier on.
Aqua.
Aqua challenged and eliminated Tifu. Tifu goes for the storm. Aqua gets the floor, and Tifu stands no chance. Can't even find
Tifu やられた。
And there's the frustration from Tifu. He knows he has not had the day he's wanted. One of the biggest names in competitive Fortnite, one of the winningest players of all time, getting shut down here at the Fortnite World Cup solo final.
I would say it's definitely a different playing field than a lot of these players are used to, no matter where they hail from. Because it's the first time that we've had multiple regions from the entire world all play in the same lobby, the same setups. It's all on land here, so it's just a different scenario for everybody. Especially on top of that, if you have younger players that have never had land experience.
ティフィー顔を人殺しそうって言ってた。おー、この子もうまいよな。親指ガブリ。ガブリ。むしゃむしゃ。ティフィーあかんな、今回。煽ってる。
He pushes on in, forces the play, and says, you know what, if you have a trap, I'm still going to survive through it. You're so little HP that I know I'll eliminate you, even if I take 150 damage to the trap. Booga, I mean, I guess this is kind of the mindset he has right now. I'm in first. I've got shadow bombs, I've got a launch pad, I've got everything I need. Banny, if you want to play this game,
黒子君こんなに椅子に持たれてやってるキーマウス。
and his opponent says, no thank you.
やってないですね。
前のめりなるよな。
なりますなります。
すごいよな、こんなに持たれて。踊るだけ踊ってどっか行った。キッズ応援しよう、かわいいから。いや、ミコさん、キング応援してください。僕、キング大好きになった。わー。 白や。
Big 46. The white damage, a good signal for Bugha that that player most likely won't challenge unless that's the only thing they have left. Pressure there is opportunity to just rotate away cleanly.
Another thing to keep in mind.
20位以内確定者が余裕。なるほどね。でもミーコさんこれ初戦1位の子やったっすよ。煽ってた子。めっちゃかっこよかったんですよ最後勝った。おいやばいな、当てんな。
Pressure from above, knowing that that ramp was closing it off for just a second. Going to try and take the wall to edit from above.
Why is he not throwing a stink?
Doesn't own it just yet. Very good question. At some point, that's going to have to come out. Maybe pressure the player off of that campfire. Still can't get there. It is. Still can't get it. These stalemates for taking walls, one of the highest pressure situations because you're on the verge of a box fight in which your opponent, you know they're going to push in. They have a trap that might take a wall and place it.
うおい、160ダメージ。
The blue pump, very, very powerful.
ビルーポンプ、ベリーベリーパワフルってのはこれぐらい俺日本語わかるわ。ブルーポンプはマジで強えぜやろ。さっきあの人が煽ってたよと思ってるけど、あの人が確かに影響力ありますよねワールドカップで。
Storm Surge did pop up, but it went away almost instantly as the slopping has dropped a little bit quicker as things have gone on. People
69になってる高村とマフィン大丈夫かな。マフィンや。マフィンピーターパンと戦ってる。倒せマフィンピーターパン。
ポーションめっちゃ持ってるな。
ほんまやな、ピーターパンめっちゃポーション持ってる。
武器も安定してますね。やば。倒せ。
マフィンやれ。こいつはマジでなんでこんな顔歪んでゲームしてんねん。まっすぐ見ろ。そんな顎がクイック動くねこいつ。いや、張り替えられてる。やばいマフィン。お、当てるマフィン。マフィンの HP 見せろ。
でも
逃げた。うわ逃げた。
うわだって
どっちマフィンさんでビビって逃げたん。
これこそもう
お、タカさんいけ。日本人頑張れ。さっきミホさん日本人やったんですけど逃げましたね相手。
It's just something that when you see it in competitive Fortnite with how little ammo you have, you're basically like, all right, I'm not bothering you. You're set up. I'm not bothering you. Just don't peek out and shoot at me because it's almost impenetrable. It feels like with how little time you have to shoot and how little ammo you wind up having in these games.
もうあと2試合やからみんなボール確保しに行ってんのかな。
Another one of these close box fights gets that ramp. Tries to challenge forward. Basically edited into the opponent's box. That's wdch. And will get the combat shotgun, so a major upgrade from a common tactical shotgun up to a
確かに日本人がしたらうわーって見ていつまでも子供たちに調べやがってピーターパンがピーターパンはピストル撃たれたらダメ200でいいよ編集お、太鼓起きてたんか。頑張れ。右足だけは一流だな。確かに。あー、ボール転がってた。やばい、めっちゃ当てるやん。
not going to have. The baller's gone now. Yeah, inside this box. I don't know why he didn't take the shadow jab.
To be honest, I think Riverson viewed that as, all right, I have this baller. I'm going to play around the baller being my, shadow bombs for this game. And that's not the case. That was what just happened was the worst thing that could have ever occurred for Riverson. His baller's gone. He's got no movement items left.
打ってから次のマス打つるキャラコンもすごいよな、黒子くんな。
もう全部完璧。
うわーやばい。いやリロードされてない。うわーリロードしやがったこの子。
あ。
やらかしたー、リロードしてなかったー。
探してもあるし。
何食べてる黒子。
あ、じゃがりこ食べてます。
じゃがりこ食べてんの可愛らしいな。たらこバター、じゃがバター、チーズ、サラダ。
安定のサラダ。
サラダ安定してんな。あ、煽ってた子や。
壁ガンガン開けて打ちますやん。
緊張感半端ないな、これ。もうみんな鉛筆作って。兄貴そろそろ札幌お時間やで。え、太鼓今日仕事じゃないん
being applied on others and ops into that fight as well.
And if you look at where Buka is right now, on your minimap, the closest player on the west side of that zone, safe and everyone.
おお、37、37。
Also, 6 minis, near max build.
めっちゃ当てるな。
Shadow bombs, 2 launch pads, a shockwave. Buga knows what a fantastic position he's in. If he can make it to late game, he basically has guaranteed placement points.
His way through here. A bit of a leftover collection to do some picking up on the inside. Pretty lucky finds on the inside here. Quite a few materials. Flint knock. Got to redeploy a ton.
やっぱプロゲーマーたるエイムがあるんやったらフリントノックすごいんやろな。
めっちゃ当たるんじゃないですかね、もう。山名さんもプロゲーマーなんで、結構当たるってことです。
俺あれや、モブゲーマーや。やばいな、めっちゃヘイト食らってる、この日村。
あれですか、一回。
日村やばい、日村やばい。バナナマン日村やばい。うわー、しゃあないな。もう一人撃ってたらみんな撃つもんな、そいつに。
そうですね。
マフィンと高村おんのかな。めっちゃ当てるやん、この子 AK。やば、周りどこ見てもケチが。いや、もう残り2試合しかないですからね。
All I can imagine a situation like that right now is from the pro-am, Tim the Tatman getting shot at from multiple sides.
Yep.
It's just
that was funny. That was funny when
you were one of them, I think.
いや、マジでマーフィン来てほしいですね。
Tim, we beat Tim the Tatman on land and outplaced him as we.
来てんのかな。
高村おる、高村おる。
People at home don't know that we were literally looking at Tim as we say that, which makes it better. So. Launch pad used by Buga right away, and with 2 launch pads with all this other movement, he just survived.
高村おったで。
And guess what? This is a zone on the high ground. It's directly on this mountain, so from pretty early on.
あ、ずっと YouTube 見てたら少し重くなって一旦落ちます。多分持ってきます。あ、わざわざすみません。くんぼぶさんありがとうございます。日本人全然映らへんす。いや、そうなんすよね。1位の人ちょいちょい腕クロス。モングラールも生きてんな。
Spot anybody on the move. This position still very, very good. The edge of the next safe zone. 2 seconds until that pressure starts to apply, and a lot of players you see on the minimap have already started to rotate in. They're making their moves now.
すごいなマップ。もうアリノスやん。当てんなマジで。まあ、当てなストームサージもあんもんな。
King is in second with 50.
That's all it is. You just get set up in the zone, fire people who have to move from the storm. It's the common enemy. Every player in the lobby. Issa did just go down to class, and we also saw Vivid drop a couple moments ago. So nothing really from Vivid this game, unfortunately. Buga want to live so far. Continue to look on.
モングラール君可愛いから応援します。めちゃめちゃいかついですけどね。マフィンは？高村 HP やばいな。100切ってるわ。 やばい、金スカー手に入れたこの人。
どうだろう、マーフィン来てるんですかね。
マフィン見えへんな。
リングを持ってこの人強いですね。
まあ移動もボールあるもんな、新品の。
あとジャンパーも立ち入りもあります。強いな。
So to just wait, hop the ball and roll. Now, I don't think you can hold high ground from this early on. I mean, yes, high ground would be very good, but this is going to be...
いや、マフィン見えへんねんけど。
いや、ワンチャンいないかもしれないですね。
ファックスフォックス来てる。
Setting up, always getting ahead of the zone as far as possible. Pika there as well.
いや、マフィン見えないですね。
見えないな、マフィン。
Even more shots at players on rotation. Very smart plays. The shadow bomb, and he still has 3 more. So this rotation better be a good one.
もうあれですかね、ピーターパンやった後に絡まれたんですかね。
絡まれたんかな。ちょっと待ってこれ。
どうだ。
With just 2 games left, that could be really all he needs to secure this Fortnite World Championship.
マフィンおらんな。
いないっすね。
高村は
高村もいないっすかね。
やられたかな、高村。
あー、2人ともいないですね。
マジかよ。
Between making it as our #1 player today or second place, Bogus still bouncing up. 30 players left, just so frantically looking around for potential.
You'll notice as soon as they're box to box, right next to another player, players like Booga will opt to build straight up. One more, 26 remaining. If one more goes down, he's going to pick up placement points. Keep an eye on the feed just to see only 1 elimination remains. There it is, 25. So he's already into the placement points now. It's going to push him even higher.
いや、おらんな、高村も。
マフィンも高村いないっすね。
モングラールやられたかも。
いや、モングラール一番下にいたんで、よかったんですよ。
狭いのに、そういや、前のリオのワールドカップ後のツイッターでのみんなの励ましの言葉はママみたいだったな。
Taking the shots to break it out, maybe force an engagement.
Only 8 builds.
15 now.
資材切れたこの子。
No movement items. Made it to top 15. For me, this is already a fantastic game for Booga. You've got placement points. Another.
おいおい。やば。
おお。いや、資材取れてない。
資材取れた。やばい、HP も回復したし。いったねこの子。
Booga at 3 limbs, still ahead of the zone. He can absolutely win this game, Dr. Lupo. 2 away from more placement points.
Opts to drop the extra weapons in his inventory. A gold AR, the green pump, 6 minis and a campfire. 42 builds remaining.
この子もう勝ったみたいな感じで笑ってるやん。
Players left. He is sitting in one of the best spots I think he could have possibly imagined. Creo picking up an elimination.
キングやられてるやん、キング。
Between Pika, Pisa's Creo on the ultimate low ground. He's looking any chance to pop through when a player is not looking to get a shot in might be enough.
Still has Matt's 1 player below. Booga just staying ahead of this. Has only taken 1 score tick so far.
真ん中かこの子。
Player down low fighting.
あ、やばい、トラップ引いてる。
Impossible happen. Dodges the trap as well. Taking a little bit of storm damage. Booga's got to make it on in. One build left, drops on.
うわー、しゃあね。
But either way,
it's all good.
He's done what he needs to do. He knows how important that game is. Now we're in our top 3. Pika up top.
あー、ヘイグラ強いな。
いやー、2人とも HP ある。
Zero builds in Pika's inventory. It's going to be tough. He's going to.
一番上包帯も。
うわ、やばい。
Cannot connect. Pisa finds that elimination. Creo gets the final one in game 5. Goes to Creo.
これさっきの丸メガネの人かなこれ。ちゃうかな。
I don't know if anyone caught it at home, but what he does right there is flint knocks the opponent hits him for that body damage, and then
やば。
into the zone. Great game for Creo right there, and you see repping his team. Woo, clutching on up in the end. Here it is, the final moments. The zone closing quickly, a fully closed zone. Creo's got to build on up. You see, health advantage.
すげえフリントノック当てんのやばいな。吹っ飛ばしてったやん。ここでやばい、このフリントノックやばいな。
おお。
めっちゃカメラ目線。フリントノックで飛ばすやばいわ。
I don't see any way that Buga's fallen out of first with that performance. He absolutely popped off. We're about to take a look at our standings, but Buga may just be in a position where all he needs to do is find
やば。
2 points and oh,
すげえこれアメリカだらけやん。い
ladies and gentlemen, Buga sits atop his throne.
やもうこの子勝ちやな。
In first place, he is one game from $3 million.
47ポイントでかいですね。
Tied for the most victory royales. By far the
すごい
most.
な。
だってキル数がちゃうもん。
Put on a show and is nearing the title of Fortnite World Champion.
Here's a look at the remainder of your top 20 there. 17 points.
もうこの子勝ちっすね、コロさんも。次の順位を移してほしい、次の。
30 points away from first place.
You need a 20-plus elim game with a victory royale and 0 from Buga. Good luck, have fun, but we do have Jordan Fisher on the floor with one of our members of that last game.
Playing health right there at the very end in such a high caliber game. Again, another stacked lobby right here at the end. Yo, hoping for some lucky health ticks.
ちょっとヘッドホンつけすぎて君の前髪すごい乱れてるけど、先直した方がいいんじゃないか、インタビュー前に。
Where's your headspace at going into this last game?
Right now, I'm on third. I just need to clutch up, make sure that I don't make any dumb plays. I just keep calm and keep how I'm.
ああ、でも英語なんや。
Well, it's great work, fantastic job, great victory royale. Back up to you guys.
Great to hear from Creo right there.
やば。
Takes game number 5, the nerves in those final moments. You saw the celebration. I think he even almost couldn't believe how it all ended on up. But victory royale, you know the difference between 21st and 20th is over $60,000. And a win like that, with how close the standings are, could make the difference between earning $50,000, which is still great, but $112,000, which is to follow. But we're not quite ready for Game 6 yet. We do have Balla over on Unreal.
いやー、コロさんほんまそうです。それですよね。忍者さん息してますか？忍者さん出てません、ミミコさん。忍者さん出てません。シーズン3の時とかかな、忍者。シーズン4とかそんなかな。いつまで忍者出てたんやろ、こういうの。この子やばいわ。なんて読むんかわからんけど。
Who's moving in? Why is he moving in with the baller inside of the zone, inside of the center? And then as well, getting an elimination here onto Kluja. Absolutely amazing job by Buga there.
Miko-san泣いてはる。
Top 5. So an amazing finish. He's got 2 points from that, plus all the other performances, other placements in that match. We've got only 1 match remaining. Just like you guys said, it has to be a big one for somebody to overtake Buga at this point. So Lupo, Courage, please close us out.
Thank you, Balla. As you know, so much on the line here this weekend of the Fortnite World Cup, but it is not the only thing that people are excited about with Fortnite right now, Dr. Lupo. There's always so much going on, and I'm sure a lot of people in this sold-out arena know. This week it's time for a new season, and
ドクタールポかっこよすぎるやろ。
want to see the first tease for the new season of Fortnite? I guess we should show it to him. I have not seen this before.
懐かしいこのダスティデポ。どうしたの？このダスティデポ懐かしい。あ、次のシーズン情報ちゃん、黒子君。
もっと復活するんですかね。
わからん。シーズン10の情報出すって言ってたやろ、ツイッターで。
Dusty Depot. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys
excited
for the next Fortnite season? August 1st, all will be revealed. And my God, I got the chills right now. That's the first time we saw that.
この子やばい、この子やばい。この子やばい。
Moments away from the final game. Everything that's happened. You see the leaderboards. You see how far it is. You're Booga. You're up by so much. What's the rest of this lobby thinking right now?
It might at this point be a battle for second place, Jack. Such a lead right now. Booga showing why he feels as though he deserves world champion. And at this point, I mean, you can't really blame him. He's playing out of his mind, playing incredibly intelligently. Positioning is key, and he's going for placement.
一人だけ運動しててくさ。
Showing why he's on top of the leaderboard.
今の子面白かった。
I can't believe he is so far and away the best. It has been something that I think a lot of people expected him to do well, but this well, anyone to perform this well, be this far ahead, unbelievable in a stacked lobby like this. Folks, use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Tell us your thoughts on the teaser we just saw, on what you're expecting from these final games, on your thoughts overall on the World Cup. It has been such a blast to be at this point. I cannot believe the road from where we started to here. These online qualifiers, everyone coming on in, the big names, the teams getting involved. Fortnite competitive is at a fantastic point, and with the millions watching online, I think it's a testament to how well it's doing.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. See a look down at the players getting ready for their final match of the day. 6 games total, the end of this next and final match. We will find out who the Fortnite World Champion in the solos competition is. If you're online, make sure you give some shout outs to those that you think can climb the board. It is still anybody's game. We've seen crazy comebacks before, and it would not surprise me to see it again. Jack, going into this last match.
Yes.
The nerves for some of these players probably at an all-time high.
Yes.
You have to realize there's going to be more after this, though.
Oh,
there's got to be more after this.
Yeah, this is not the end by any means. Yes, it's the biggest event in Fortnite competitive history, but there is still a bright future for this game. The new season coming out, more and more to be announced, I'm sure, very, very soon. All I know is the players are getting loaded on up and ready. You see them all looking around. What an experience this must be for all of them, their families in attendance. So many people here I've met this weekend that have been, it's their first ever gaming event. You know, not a lot happens in the Northeast.
最後頑張ってなんか目立ってほしいな。
Expensive it is to run events in this area of the country, but Epic do it, and they did it in style. What a fantastic venue. The marshmallow performance earlier. I saw how excited everyone was outside at the fan events too. It's been so cool, and I've been a part of so many competitive gaming events up to this point. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I'm saying it right now.
It's touching good. I appreciate that.
It is. I mean, it might just be. And that's all I know. I keep looking around, seeing everyone just excited, flowing back on in after the bathroom breaks, waiting for this last game. We appreciate your patience as we just get the lobby all set up. Want to make sure everything's all set and good to go. Remember, after this ends, if you're in the venue, don't just rush on out to get home and go back outside of the fan experience. We're going to crown our champion. We're going to crown our world champion. You want to be here for that big moment. Congratulate them. Celebrate the achievement. The trophy. How are they going to get that trophy home to the players?
ちょっと飲み物取ってきますね。
Okay.
If you charge down there and grab that thing right now.
I almost threw the headset down. I almost threw the headset down.
誰か通訳を。
Used to in-game tournaments, right, where you can go and see the prize.
太鼓祭りすげえかっけえ強え。
See there on the screen. The solos, you know, competition is there. You click compete, and the prize pool pops up in-game at $3 million for first. And it, like, that's where it first set into me that we were actually at the World Cup final.
Yeah. When it's right there on the screen in front of you, it's real. Two of the fan favorites, Dubs and Mega, on your screen right now, and I gotta love that kid's hair.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have hair like that. There's Issa, who I know has quite the loyal following online. So many people were excited to see him perform this weekend. So much pressure for these guys. I look at the fans around the venue. Everyone excited for these games to continue. As I think the skins in the background are Chicken and Raptor were battling with Thunder Six who provided some of our fans in the venue today.
ひょっこりはん。
Creo again, our winner from that last game. The thoughts going through.
でかいわ。
Must be. I've got to rise this leaderboard. I've got to get as high as possible. Reverse recently announced member of TSM. Always seems like something's going on in Fortnite competitive. Now I think a lot of people wondering too, what's next to come, right?
マフィンちゃん。
More solos and duos. Is there going to be more of a focus on trios? I know a lot of people have been.
マフィン頑張れ。
Teams now switch up after seeing this performance. Do you think teams begin to switch up if they're going to play trios on who they should have in their on their squad?
One of the things I noticed watching a few trio tournaments that we've seen over the last couple weekends, teams really have kind of mixed who they typically play with. That being said, one of the things I love the most about watching those is that the groups, it's always changing. And I think that exemplifies just how connected the competitive community really is. A lot of these players, they're all friends. Yeah, we see Skeptic holding up the L in the camera, which is very funny, and people doing emotes on each other after elimination.
マフィンさんもキッズです、ミーゴさん。もう14歳やったかな。若い方が強いね。いや、ほんまそうです。
They're all here for the same thing. It's a competition. On top of that, it probably doesn't hurt that they all take home $50,000 at a minimum, right? Every single player. So yeah, that definitely can't hurt. But real quick before we move on, Jack, I just want to ask, did you ever think that any of these players, the list of names, do you think we'd see these players at this event? I mean, we've watched them grow and change over 10 weeks of qualifiers. We saw people kind of rise up out of nowhere sometimes. And the other side of that, we have players like Tfue, who've been well known for forever. It's amazing to see the list.
No, for sure. There's players that I think a lot of people expected to make it in, but didn't. All I know is there's been one player who's dominated so far today. It's Booga, and Sundown is over on Unreal Island with a breakdown of how he made it to this point.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And with one match left in the Fortnite World Cup final, one match
last everything
on the line, the Sentinels player, Booga, has dominated the entire competition. He said from the very beginning, I don't care what's going on. I'm going to do me. I'm going to challenge every single player. I'm going to play aggressively. I'm going to look to get in their faces, get in the end game. The player who qualified from the start made a name for himself after the host and continuing running through. Let's take a look into some of his eliminations and how he's been able to build himself a 15-point lead over the best of the best.
これやばかったよな。マジでやばいこれ。
Getting to the far side of the zone and then hitting his shots. Kid, Bugga says bring the rest of the lobby.
マジでうまいこの子。
We talked about King and his shoot first mentality, but the difference between King and Bugga is Bugga chooses his spots when to go. He knows when he needs to hold off, when he needs to be safe for a second, and when he can go aggressive. You see him stall just for a minute there against Creo, who's pushing in to the top 3, and he is able to execute the game.
やば。 私も若くなりたい。若さが。何やってるんですかミコさん。そんな僕どうなるんですか。ミコさん若いっすよ。
Into the storm. He's not looking to run forward. He's looking to catch them afterward. And same thing there, dropping down, picking up Kinzo, breaking the trap. And this one in particular, incredibly well done. With the infantry rifle, laying down the shots, able to pick that one up. And you know, the one thing I really like to see about Bugga afterward, every single time he hits those shots, real quick, he's just making sure he gets everything clean. No sweat going on him. No sweat indeed, because he is sweating out the rest of the lobby. If you see Sentinels Bugga running at you, you need to be defensive or disengage, because he is not letting it go. He wants the top spot. He wants to be your wire-to-wire leader, and he wants to name himself the best Fortnite player in the world. One more match left. Lupo and Courage, take it away and close us out.
Great stuff, Sundown. Got to tell the story of how our player in first place has made it this far. Again, we appreciate your patience as we just get a couple things sorted in the lobby, but I believe I've received word. Everything is set. It all comes down to this.
私もマナビーさんも若くないです。
Only 200 qualified for the Fortnite World Cup Finals, and this is the
マナビーさんは次中年の星として出場を期待します。まあ対抗俺にカスタム権限をくれ。フォートナイトの30代以上カップとかやりたいな。
Jack. Booga sitting out in front of everyone thus far. A commanding lead. Rio, the winner of the previous game. Flying in there in the northeast.
うわー、サニーステップ多いな。
Spread of players across the screen. There's your top 10 on the left side. Booga, Song, Creo, Skype, Nate, Riverson, Rux, and the rest. Average placement thus far of 25th for Creo. Only 8 eliminations, but 30 points. Enough to put him in 3rd place thus far.
One thing to remember too, yesterday, Zate and Sap held on to the lead. The first
それはいい子だ、ナイスナイスナイス。
away in game 6.
それはナイス。もっと僕より上手い30代多分絶対いっぱいいると思います。
He has never lost the first place spot. Will he suffer the same fate, or can he close it out right here?
ありがとうございます、インドさん。
Fortnite World Champion.
Booga, by the way, hails from Pennsylvania, 16-year-old player. The Sentinels qualified the very first week.
わあすごい、この子また一人のとこ降りた。
Part-time job to try to start earning money to buy himself a car. But instead, after this, could walk away with $3 million. Dude's gonna walk on in and say, "I quit."
Can't wait for him to get home. You know, imagine he wins $3 million here. His parents are going to ask him to take the trash out, and he's going to laugh.
Yeah, right.
戻りました。
クローン大丈夫な、ずっとディスコードって。
あ、大丈夫です。
あ、もうこれ終わったら仕事行かなあかん、めんどくさいわ。
俺が借りに行きましょうか。
クローン今日はあれや、アジョバイトの日や。
アジョバイトですね。
アジョバイト。
掛け持ちします。両方行ってますよ。
やっぱさすがに眠たくなってくるわ。大阪で30代以上だとかだとそれどうだよ、太鼓無理ちゃうから。キルログ見とこう。もう高村とマーフィン死んだら最悪。なんか映像止まった。あれ映像止まった。
あら。あ、今マーフィン映ってる。
俺止まってんねんけど映像。あ、ほんまや、マフィンや。
敵いるけど結構離れてるんで安全っちゃ安全ですね。あー、切り替わるの早い。
当てるけど当たるよな。
やばいっすね。
でも100人おるからな、黒子くんな。すごいよな、50人以内入るだけでもな。
そうっすよね。まあそもそもここに立つことがすごいのに、さらにその50以内ってもっとすごいですよね。
すごい。でそれでまたその高村もようやってるよな。世界でもいける。
Yarkos, Lewicki, two players that have faced off against each other a number of times. Going to go for the wall, and in fact get it. Gets the angle inside.
うまいな、坂入れて反転させて開けて。
Solid aggressive play from Lewicki to pick up his first elimination of Game 6.
Very clean, and that will end Yarkos' Fortnite World Cup run. Solid performance earlier on. We'll see where he stacks up with the rest of this lobby when it's all said and done. Reminder: this is our final game here tonight. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup.
お、ピーターパン。どこ向いてゲームしてんのお前。
Alongside the millions of people watching online, Sam, who was our player as well, near the top of the leaderboards. What can he do in this last game? Can he make the trek to try to catch up to Booga?
こいつらオートエイムかっていうくらい当てるな。いやほんまに、いやリコイル制御やばい。
Angled down through a handful of edits here at Mega Mall. He's going to push around the side and try and make his way inside Mall itself. He earned 12 of his total points in just the last match, and I think that says a lot about what is possible. 11th place when we rolled into this game. Pika trying to find a way inside, pushing down through the outside.
うまい。
The wall replace.
うまい。
Used the shockwave to get down the wall.
うま。
Player inside was
いや、ショックウェーブの使い方とかうまいですね。やっぱ
He basically called the bluff. He called the bluff. The guy was trying to break the wall to secure it for his own. Pika was like, okay, break the wall for me. I'll just replace it my own. And he does just that. Pika, full HP, 2 slurp juices, 6 minis.
また敵見つけていってる。もう最後やからポイント稼ぎに行ってるやろな。
ですね。
めっちゃ行くもんな。
He can just continue to play these box fights. Really use the shockwave to try to drop down his opponent again. Said it once. These spots would use that same tactic here.
陣取り合戦やもんな、建築で。
100 HP, 100 shield. I do not blame him for being aggressive here. Knowing that players may be a little sparse in terms of loot, he's trying to track Keenstar on the outside.
頭脳プレイ、いや本当にそれすごい。タイゴさんプロゲーマーやから、おおここでヘビスナーやけどショックウェーブ本能。
A heavy sniper rifle.
And another slurp. Okay.
He's looking for it.
It's like Batman.
See him watching.
Waiting.
Dropping on in, does use those audio cues to try and track down the opponent underneath. Opts to back out of the fight for just a second. Get a different angle. Pika's awareness inside Mega Mall is insane. Knowing exactly where his opponents are and exactly when to push. Already picked him 1 elimination using those skills. Gonna see if he can find a second player in the slip. Going for the snipe. Oh, and he can't quite connect.
Imagine
逃げたな。
if he hits that shot. He dabs after it. And he dabs after it. He's like, all right, this is mine. See you guys. With Jay, the only remaining player in the Mega Mall area. Pika just gonna go back. Blue on up. Another slurp still inside, so Pika knows if he gets in a fight, he can get the elimination even if he's weak. He can pop a slurp, go grab another. Don't think that's gonna happen yet. Shift our focus. There's Boog on your screen. 4 gaming and veggie fishing. Within a couple boxes of each other, maybe a fight will break out here soon.
Snow rolling in the top right as well. Now the baller. Ball boom on your screen. Edges there. Laleo beating quite a bit. A ton of damage taken. Meanwhile, back at that small town in the southeast corner of the map. Banning Arkram back in a 1v1. Most likely, honestly, round 6 of these two facing off the beginning of these games. 73 players left. The Storm right on their backs. Things are going to start moving here in a middle battle, but these two decide to fight it out right now. He phased through the floor. Could have opted to go up. Misses the shot. A little bit of damage. And a 140. Going to opt for a mini. Even just the 10 shield might be enough to save him from Arkram. Have to see here. Pressure the stink. Just trying to find a top down and kind of lead the shots on what may or may not be a build out from Arkram. Right through it, Arkram dropping all the way down the campfire. And he's going to drop that on one corner in an effort to push Arkram out of the box. Unbelievably, honestly, what a shot from Arkram, the bottom there. A quick edit on the ceiling, shot comes through.
Health very similar between the two. Slight advantage to Arkram.
わーいってフルやん。
Have to imagine that almost every 1v1 between these two has played out so complexly. If we're watching this right now, I guarantee you this is not the first time we've seen it. What a shot, a quick flip and edit on the ramp.
It's cat and mouse. It's literally cat and mouse in this fight.
This is one of the most insane 1v1s I think. 64 HP remaining.
相手うまいな。
All the way to the top, maybe the campfire down. Second gets dropped in. Gonna have to wall against that. The ramp to save him. One chance for the minis. He's going to wall off still back and forth between these two types. The campfire goes down.
キングはどこ行った今思っ
As
た
soon
ら。
as that wall edit happens, the ramp inside just to prevent any push from the opponent. Arkram finding another angle might be the only option at this point. The campfire though is going to have dealt a lot of HP back to Baney. Shot through, can't quite connect. Here we go. Pressure up top and gosh, the pyramid block. Finally, the Storm deciding it's time to play the fight out. And Banny goes down.
Hey, great fight though, man.
That was
went
insane.
On. That went on for a full 2 minutes. I love that we got to keep our eyes on that, but moving across the map now, it's Pika. We were complimenting so much on how easily he can move through these boxes in Mega Mall, how he can navigate these areas, and it looks like that same exact pattern is continuing. It's Wexy, who's at a major health disadvantage, but as I say that, does hit a quick little shotgun shot that I think will push Pika away for a moment or make him reassess what he's doing. Maybe a misclick. It looked like he didn't really mean to do that.
Actually, Pika gonna have to try and take some sort of aggressive stance soon. A minute on this storm before it closes, and he's not in the next safe zone. Rogue sharpening your feet, picking up an Elim. We're down to 68 players remaining. Inside of that 70 range, where the storm starts to tick on him.
Pika, no wall in place yet.
He's just trying every chance he can to take these walls. This is the speed of these players. This is some insane stuff. This is why they're here at the World Cup. Can't quite hit the shot. He did a reset, took the other corner out just as the opponent inside takes a shot with the shotgun. Can't quite connect. Still going for these wall reports. Big hit there, down to 16 HP.
And he's got no mats. He's got 2 total builds. So with the zone pushing as well, this looks like it's got to be a Shadow Bomb play. Pika is actually going to dive into the zone to make his path a little bit less predictable. Will take the long route. 10 health, he's got a launch pad. I'm going to tell you right now, Pika is not happy. Yeah, you see him kind of sigh right there. Uses both Shadow Bombs. Uses all the materials he has. Literally can only build one wall. Can't even box up for safety. Uses one of his launch pads too. Not a fun spot to be in for Pika. Look, still can't even build one box.
Does have the minis. He's got a campfire in case he wants to put it down. I think the fear at this point is if he puts that campfire down, it's like a signal flare for anybody around. This is the box to push. Meanwhile, Tifu. Dusty Divot flying across, landing near more opponent builds potentially. Back down, shots at the target he was right next to. He's in this box alone. You see in the mini-map a handful of players around Dusty Divot. Clicks, reverse, Bizzle you see in the top. Too far out there.
And Clicks is actually one of his trio partners. Previous trio cup that happened. They're fighting each other right now. Trying to make his way out of here. Still not in zone yet. He used his launch pad. He did use his last shockwave, remember, as well. There is some loot nearby, but player challenging team who's going to back up for the moment and rebox. Oh yeah, we got a fight here. Tifu, 1 versus 1. Is it Clicks? Not exactly sure. It is Clicks on the other side of this wall. So Tifu versus Clicks. Veteran versus the up-and-comer. Tifu back in for the moment. It looks like there's another player nearby as Clicks will just say, nope, don't need this anymore. We'll fly away. Karhu goes down in the elimination feed. Cease goes down in the elimination feed. 63 players left. No Storm Surge in this one yet.
Bugha picking up an elimination. It's first of this match. Just another point between him and second place.
Man. Consistency so key, and Bugha has embodied that today.
いや、ほんまそうですよね。うまかった今の。右にそれて。僕やったら絶対焦ってまっすぐ行きますわ。
With the high ground in the zone, waiting patiently for this lobby to drop on down. Snazy now 1 box away from an opponent. 54 HP, needs to perfectly edit one of these walls to get a shot down range. You see his opponent not sitting still for any moment. He expects him to drop it, and that's exactly what happens. He's finding the patterns and how his opponent likes to play these box fights. But still with no healing and his opponent jumping back up, you got to think some shields will be replenished, and Snazy will be at even more of a health disadvantage.
Go for the reset on the floor.
この子 HP やばいな。
Catches himself.
ああ、この子シールドない。
On this pyramid, he's looking for a chance to push Martin. If one arises, we'll have to see. Snazy's hope may be to catch him off guard. Here we go. Here's the Shadow Bomb. Going to rotate up and away. Use that redeploy and try and make his way into the safe zone. Only 54 HP. He's not quite safe yet, but now it's the chance to look to the right. Get a couple shots. Player inside the box as he lands right next to him.
Wow!
Rogue Shark sets
Yo, 見てんな.
Tough play there. Clicks. Meanwhile, 1 elimination, 62 builds. Sit on 2 Shadow Bombs. see here the very north edge. He's underneath the plateau of Dusty Divot. Reverse down there as well. Tifu on the edge. Astonish, Smeeth, Zate. So many players stacked up near each other. And oftentimes you do see players utilizing the already built structures for easy wall replaces. No surprise. Popped up next to him.
Inventory looks great. He just doesn't have a lot of ammo.
Imagine he picks up one elim on someone who is can kind of fill those numbers up. Look at it. It'd be a great spot for late game. 7 RPG. Still very, very good. 69 total builds down to 60 now. 56 players remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the solo competition here at the Fortnite World Cup. It literally all comes down to
今ちょっとロビー戻って見てみたんですけど、ニュースのやつで、新しい多分シーズンのやつなんですけど、思い返せっていう題名なんですよね。
ああ、じゃあダスティデポとかモースティマーマンとか刑務所とか全部出てくるのかな。
なんか戻ってくるんじゃないですかね。
バトルパスでエリートとか来たら黒ホーン勝ちちゃう。
ああ、もうそれ勝ち組っすね。ダスティーデポ映ってるんで、ダスティーデポは帰ってくるんじゃないですか。
ああ、セミが鳴いとるの。あ、マジですか。なんかノイズ入ってます？
マジですか？い
や、わからんわからん。ノイズ入ってた、すみません。小学生がやる感じ間違いでした。マフィンと高村生きてんのかな。グリーシーグローブ来い。懐かしいな。
From the moment Fortnite World Cup started, he finished atop the North America region. And now in another spot again where it can happen, and he's just he knows really this is his to take unless someone has legitimately the best performance ever in the history of a Fortnite competitive game. Booga should be champion. Tifu and Benji Fishy fighting on the bottom right of your screen. Sam, who's trying to contest and take that throne.
あ、外で泣いております。あ、よかった。お、マチコンおはよう。マチコンおはよう。黒子おらんのかな。
生きててほしいけどな。
This lobby is going to get very, very tight. Going into this match, Psalm was 2 points ahead of third place, but 15 points behind first.
Talk about a lead. We've just now hit our top 50 in this game. Arkram goes down. Psalm, one elimination. Can he close the gap? If you think about it right now.
全部がシーズン1に戻るとか書いてる人いるってミミコさんが。
マジっすか。ああ。
お、当てる。誰？ティフュー怖い怖い。ティフュー怖い。
マジでヤクザみたいな顔してる。
なんか3人ぐらい殺してきましたよみたいな顔してる。
Still has the launch pad, sitting on a pretty similar loadout. Not a lot has changed as he's waiting, biding his time.
もしあれじゃないですか、マップシーズン1とか戻るんなら、3の人戻ってくるんじゃないですか。
ああ、確かに。
He's had a height, he has it at a move in 5 minutes. He's sitting so pretty. Here's that a limb that we missed when Psalm got taken out. And
are you kidding? Look at him.
SR ミクティアさん初見です。ああ、どうもこんばんはです。こんな朝早くに。こんばんはです。ゆっくりしてってください。ラスト試合。
こんばんは、こんばんは。
シーズン1のマップ知らない。いや、僕も知らないです、ミコさん。僕もシーズン3からなんで。これどう見るんですか？普通にフォートナイトで流れてるやつ流してるだけですね、これ。ティフューだけホラーゲームのサムネありそうなのか。確かに。ちょっと待って、マフィンおる？あ、高村おる、高村おる。
マフィン来てくれ。
Now with the zone moving, everyone soaring, and this is where it picks up quick, folks. The final moments of the Fortnite World Cup. We're watching Booga.
余裕やな、もうこの子表情が。あ、流れないんですか。 プレステやと流れへんのかな、黒子君。
多分流れない。マッチ行かないと流れない。
マフィン見える？マフィン。これやばい。高村死んでるかな。キング残ってる。
モングラーレいる。
うわー、ティフィやばい。あ、高村がやってる。高村やった。
ナイスナイスナイス。
うわ、ティフィ落ちた。あかん。やばい。
That will end Tfu's Fortnite World Cup. Zane drops off high ground for the moment.
これマーフィン。
高村はおるけどな、マーフィンはおらんかも。マフィンおらんな。いやーやばい、高村削られるシールド。やばい、この子強いわ。お疲れ様です。うわ、資材ない。このあるわ。バグか。ロビーで R2 押して資格をだ。あ、コロさんありがとうございます。わざわざ。Box fight for his life. A little back and forth here. He's waiting to see if this player rotates out. やばこの子やっぱり。高村おるんちゃんこれ。
いそうですね。
いやこの子うまいわよ。えぐい。なんかもう半笑いでやってるもんな。
Dominating every single player he's run into thus far. Looking for a shot here. Quick couple of edits. Rotating back away. Pressure from above, and he's immediately going to wall that off. The kids are top 10. He's smiling. He knows it. He knows it. Absolutely ridiculous. 9 players left. Unrelenting is Booga. Hasn't dropped out of first since today started.
あー、高村やられてるわ。
Running low on materials, but he still wants more. 4 limbs in this game. Box it up for a moment. Pyramid comes through. Booga still alive. Shots going down. Can't connect with that one. 1 build left. The final moments of.
うえー。やっばもうえぐあー。いやでももう勝ちやもんなこの子。
4 players, 3 players remaining. It's a fight out for the victory royale in Game 6.
2 left.
1v1. Crew still in it. T-Chubb as well.
いやどうだろう。
And it might come down to a heel off. T-Chubb dropping down those campfires. We'll see here. Crew following it all the way in, and T-Chubb goes down. Crew with the victory royale.
Crew with 7 eliminations and the victory royale. The monster performance at the end of it. That could have just secured him hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even over $1 million.
勝った勝ったって言ってちょっと安心してるな。うわこの子もう余裕やわ。
There's no way anyone beats him. Your Fortnite World Champion. Booga.
すげえ。
すげえ。有吉や。すげえ。自分に寄ってるこの子。すごい。笑いがもうすごい。この子もうダントツやな。
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Fortnite World Champion Solo Winner.
There's his family looking on.
すげえ
Get double chicken. Get the extra meat, do the whole thing. He's buying. I'm gonna tell you right now. And there's the dance.
チャンピオンやから寄ってもいいじゃないか。ほんまですよ、もうすごい上手すぎるこの子。
And that's what it's all about. Booga hasn't moved, as we'll probably need security to get him to leave this arena.
外人って眉毛動かすだけでもなんかちょっとかっこよく見えるよな。なんかピクッとかさ、手バー広げるだけでもかっこよく見えるわ。ご両親かな、誇らしそう。かっこええ。
Seen a performance come close to that. So far and away, the winner that literally them backstage didn't even have to calculate it.
2週間は寄ってもいいね。
Normally, folks, we do have to wait a minute or two, and they need to triple check. They went right to it. It was absolutely ridiculous. Out of the gate. The trophy presentation, by the way, is coming up very, very soon. But Jack, Booga from game 1, a 19-point victory royale to start the entire.
やばい、ダントツやな。
He nearly doubled. Lord. He nearly doubled second place.
59.
全然有名じゃない子なんかな、もしかして。そんなことないの？ブーガーもうダントツ。
59ポイントすごっ。
えぐ。
これワナさんも負けてらんないですね。
そんな若い子に張り合えるから、マフィンが無理やろに。まあ、モングラール13位か。すごいな。
すげえ。
黒子もう落ちや、全然いいでもう。もうなんかこの後シーズン情報出んのかなと思いながらも終わったらもうワミさんのお気には5位や。ピタパンキング5位ですか？キングもうすごかったけどな、あの年齢で突っ込んで。
キング何歳ぐらいなんですかあ
れ？分からん。黒子くんよりも下なんかな。めっちゃ若そうやったけど、外人ちょっと大人っぽく見えんもんな。かっけえわ、すげえ。
すげえ。
Ladies and gentlemen, this cup is yours. One more time, your world champion, Booga!
むっちゃ喜んでる。いいね、すごいうまかった。泣いてんのかな、親かな。もう親目線で見てまう俺。絶対頭の中けど、まあ、3億っすからね。すごいよな。すごい。
Words can't even explain it right now. I'm just so happy. Everything I've done, the grind, it's all paid off, and it's just insane.
So the last game I noticed you changed it up a little bit. You decided to change it up. At what point in that game did you know that you locked it up?
Well, pretty much. I got to center zone after getting like a llama, so it was pretty much just sealed from there. I don't know. Yeah.
Now I know that you have some family here today.
泣いてもええんやで。
Who you playing for here, bud?
My whole family, man. Sentinels.
And finally.
家族やろうな。お父さんとお母さんが俺が息子こんなんやったらもう嬉しすぎるわ。 0.1 割くれ。3億っすよ、ミーゴさん、これ、1位。自慢の息子やろな。やばいと思う。鳥腕細っ。
あ、バナナいる。かわいい。
In Arthur Ashe Stadium, we want to thank you all so much for joining us on this incredible journey. This has been the Fortnite World Cup Finals. This has been not only our event, not only his event, but your event as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you on the battle bus.
This is what it's all about. The Fortnite World Cup Finals ends right here.
すごい。友達から金貸してって言われそう。帰ってきたらやばいな。いや、この子ほんまにうまいわ。いや、こいつはうまいね、この子は。
いやー、すごかったな。
ソロの方がすごいな、この子な。ディオ見てから
熱い。
ディオもすごかったけど、ソロの方がなんかうわーなったわ。
迫力がある。いやー、なんかなら美味しかったな。
黒子君もそれぐらいの実力があったらシーズン2とかから始めてたら絶対強いやろうな、もっと。
全然ですよ、多分。
3億
いいなぁ。30万ぐらい貸してもらいたい。
いや、もう5000円でも欲しいわ。
30万借りて PC 買いたいですね、
俺。PC だけ買ってもらいいっすやったらお願いして。スポンサーでもらえてるやろ、多分。なんか PC だけごめん1個ください。マフィン高村ないんやろ、これ。50。
まあでも一応出るだけ
すごいすごい。出るだけでもすごい、マフィンと高村。あれ ?70 より下マフィンと高村。高村出たんかな、もう。あ、マフィン91位なんや。
いやー、まあでもあれですもんね、終盤ほとんど残ってなかったですもんね。いや、悔しいだろうな、結構。
マフィン絶対悔しいと思うわ。すごい。これもう今日これで終わりよな。
多分終わりですね。
いや、皆さんお付き合いありがとうございました。配信終わります。
お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様です。